Welcome back to another episode of The Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be doing what if the NBA playoffs started today. All right, welcome back to episode 204 of Up the Score Show. 200 episodes in is crazy. And we got one of our favorite guests here, Zeno. Say what's up from Vanity Sports Gaming.
Gaming is great. It's Vanity Sports Debates.
Oh my god, gaming is wow. Nah, you ain't like Vanity Sports Debates. Up the score gaming. Should be something on the way soon, or maybe Up the Score rebrand, bro. Like Larry, what you think about the name Up the Score?
It can get changed.
It sounds violent, huh?
No, it's not bad at all. Though.
It sounds like sports, like we're upping the score on the sport, right? Yeah. No. That's what you would think, but some people like, oh man, it's violent, bro. Like, bro, you gotta subject all audiences, like make all audience. Bro, I'm yapping, bro, man. Let's start off.
What is he talking about?
Hey man, let's start this off with the NBA playoffs, man. Let's start this off with the East, man. Heat are the ninth seed, and we said that we're not doing no ninth seed. So Hawks versus the Cavs would be a round one matchup. Is this a pretty easy Cavaliers beating the Hawks? Yeah.
Hawks. It's gonna be a quick 4 or 5 game series, bro.
Yeah. The Cavaliers recently ain't been as hot as they was to begin the season, but it's about to be playoff time. They got the 1 seed locked in, man. Like they'll be all right against the Hawks team, especially without Jalen Johnson.
And then also the fact that you have defenders that stick onto Trae Young.
Yeah.
And Trae Young doesn't have any secondary shot creation to help him, be efficient enough to carry them over teams. It's just gonna be a Trae Young trying to carry against a clearly superior team. And it works when it's like a team he's the best player in the series, but then when there's 2 players that are arguably better than you in Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, that doesn't work either. So it's gonna be a very tough series. Now, if there's one thing I'm very curious about, I'm gonna be watching the series strictly because I'm curious how Zachary Ricochet is gonna play that series.
Yeah,
that's what I'm curious about. That and Dyson Daniels, I kind of know what's gonna happen, but.
You saw Ricochet had a career high this week of 36 points. And Dyson, you don't know what's going to go on because, what he does defensively is amazing. But what if he's a guy that, they just leave him crazy open for 3 and, he just starts missing in the playoffs?
Oh,
he has been
That's
solid.
What's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, yeah. But, what if he knocks, though? Dyson, his 3-point shooting.
Go ahead. Take 5. Take 10.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're not going to change the point.
But the Hawks,
I'm not a big fan of their depth either. The point guard is not really a backup point guard. Who was it? Vitch, Killaby, something like that.
You mean?
Yeah, he's just not a good depth either. So
yeah. The next matchup will be the Celtics versus the Magic. Right now, Jalen Suggs is out for the year. Tatum, what's up with Jason Tatum?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean his jump shooting? Oh, yeah, that's always been asked. What about it?
No, I'm talking about his ankle. I remember him being hurt, but is he back?
By the way, before people tear me up in the comments, I'm just talking about his pull up. I'm not talking about catch and shoot. He's always been a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. To be fair, there's a lot of them that has issues when it comes to their body. Jaylen Brown knee, Drew Holiday shoulder, Al Horford toe, Porzingis illness, you just said Jason Tatum ankle. But I gotta be real with you, and that's not gonna change the fact that they're about to beat this team in 5, bro. So
Tatum Payne said he's back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that time of the season where everybody's just gonna have themselves listed as hurt. So like, if they don't feel like playing, they could just sit out real quick. But Celtics versus Magic, that would be a physical series, though. Really, this is not as easy as out as it looks because the Magic and Celtics, like I remember last year, we would agree that they match up very well against each other. And the huge problem. Okay, this is the two biggest differences between the two teams. You have 2 star players in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and on the other side, Paolo and Franz. Well, talk about with the Celtics. Are they a team that could just shoot this many threes? It ain't. That means that Jaylen Brown and Tatum have a lot of space in there though to operate and do whatever they want. Franz and Paolo, they wish that was the question around their team. Oh my goodness, could the Magic win shooting this many threes? Bro, that means Paolo and Franz got a lot of space in next to them. But the reality is the Magic shoot a little bit of threes and they got like the worst percentage. So that's just what it's gonna come down to. Them boys can't shoot. They could defend, they could play make a little bit, but they can't shoot at all.
My issue is that like the reason why people are saying it last year is that last year, even though they were bad 3-point shooting wise, at least it was like league average type shooting. Like, bro, last year I'm checking right now, they were shooting 35% from behind the arc, which was 24th for the league, but 35% is still okay. It's not okay in the sense that you can't win off of 35%. That's not really going to work out. But when you come to this year, guess what they're shooting from behind?
Maybe like 32.
They're shooting 31 right now.
Yeah, because look, Caldwell Pope has been shooting bad. Suggs, who unfortunately was their best shooter, has been hurt. Franz and Paolo, and those are your star players. You're supposed to put shooting around them. Wendell Carter has been the fakest stretch 5 my whole life.
Like, the issue is any of the shooters that were shooting well last year, this year all of them fell off a cliff shooting wise. I'm talking about some of the shooters that you thought were good, like Jalen Suggs, who went from 40%, but those were mainly like catch and shoot threes, mainly wide open threes, those type of stuff, is now at 31%.
And Jalen, it was called Wendell. Like, on their team, 31%, they are happy with that, which is sad. And the thing is, he's not even there. You know, they would be satisfied with that 31%, and he can't even make it. So, like, nah, bro, they cooked by the Celtics.
Bro, when Mo Wagner, that big, is shooting 36%, and that's essentially the best shooter on your team for this best shooter on your team this season. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, your spacing's cooked. That's the issue here. And that's what I have to say when it comes to this Magic team. Last year, the reason why people were saying that could be like a tough fought series is because even though they had the defense, the shooting was good enough that it could keep the games close. We all knew the Celtics going to win anyways, but it could keep the game close. This year, there is no shooting to keep the game close anymore. It's just they're just going to get run over.
Think about it too, bro. Like, man, nah. Magic's just, I don't get it, bro. They didn't make a move at the deadline, which made no sense to me. That's when I gave up on them. I gave up on them when they weren't willing to trade for Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is somebody who played with the Wagner twins over the summer, and they won a gold. Who won gold? USA won gold?
Yeah, USA won gold. France won silver. I think they won.
Where did Germany?
Ron Bonds, or they came fourth. One of the
two. Germany. All I know is Germany with Dennis.
They came fourth. They came fourth because I remember Jokic got his bronze.
Oh yeah, then maybe it was like a year before that. One of these in the past.
You're thinking about
4 years. Okay, maybe it was FIBA, but Germany with Dennis and the Wagner Bros was balling. And you're telling me your point guard is hurt, y'all have no playmaking, no shooting, and he got traded for 2 second-round picks. Not even just that, he got traded again. You know, he got traded to the Pistons after. He got traded twice. and you weren't willing to just make a cheap trade for him.
I don't think he's worth
my
that.
issue.
But the thing is, for them, he's more valuable to any other team because he has the chemistry with their players at a position that they're lacking and hurt at.
I get that,
But my issue with you, go for it.
Are we talking about proposed trades again, bro?
No, we're talking about playoffs. What's called playoff bracket, right?
Yeah, we're doing a playoff bracket.
Oh. My issue with that. Oh, go ahead, bro. And then I'll say sorry.
No. What's your issue? I'm done.
Okay, so my issue with this is that when you bring Dennis Schroeder on the team, you essentially are saying he's going to be starting, right?
I mean, who's
what on Detroit?
On the Magic.
Oh, Magic.
Yeah. Everybody, you know what? Everybody was saying that. Even when we had him early in the year, that's saying that we should have sent him, but it wasn't like the trade packages just wasn't there. I'll be honest with you, bro. I think the only thing they had to offer was probably Cole Anthony in the second round or something like that. It was weird. It was the weirdest time going on. But guys,
I think the issue, and even with that, the issue that I say is that realistically, you trading for Dennis Schroeder isn't gonna help because what you're doing is you're now making some of the young players of your team get less minutes, which means they have less time to develop.
Good. Look, that's the problem with the Magic, Zeno. They haven't. Okay, the Magic last trade was the Vucevic trade, and they did that years ago. You know what they've done ever since that trade? They've added 2-star players. And what do they keep doing in the draft? Drafting more forwards. No. Y'all need to let go of some of these second-round picks. Wait. Jet Howard. They drafted Tristan da Silva this year. They keep drafting forwards with their first-round picks instead of just getting pieces that fit around their stars.
Because they need shooting, firstly. And secondly, they drafted Jalen Suggs. That isn't a forward. They drafted Anthony Black. That isn't a forward.
He's a forward. Anthony Black is Amen Thompson. A guard. Whatever Amen Thompson is doing, Anthony Black is. They're forcing him to play point guard because of necessity.
Was he not a guard? Was he not a guard? It was called.
He's one of those guards that he's a 6'7" guard that's a versatile defender. They want him to develop into a guard. He's a forward.
No, he isn't. He's still a guard. The whole point of what I'm saying to you is they have gone off the guards in the draft. The only issue right now is that none of their players can shoot. And yes, that you said that and say, yeah, that's why that's why they should go into the trade deadline and go for shooting. That's why they got KCP. KCP was supposed to be one of the consistent shooters on the team, and with
that's the problem. They need more
with Jalen Suggs and Jalen. But the thing is, Jalen Suggs, Gary Harris last year, I'm pretty sure Jet Howard. They were supposed to be shooting this season coming into the league with KCP. That's 4 shooters that was supposed to be there, but then this year all of them fell off a cliff.
They did draft Jet Howard, but I don't know how long that's taken. So I mean.
Jet Howard has been there for 2 years.
And the thing is, he gets no burn because he has the same skill set as Paolo Banchero. When you think about it, if with a pick in the lottery instead, they could have just got a point guard. Not in the draft, but I'm saying they haven't made a trade since the Vucevic trade, and they got 2 young stars on max deals. Y'all need to make some plans. Like I'm not saying just Dennis Schroeder. Go get Anthony Simons. Go get somebody to help them guys.
I'm not gonna lie to you. People been thinking about getting Anthony Simons to this team, and I kind of agree.
Get somebody.
Anthony Simons might have to be a go, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
CJ McCollum, somebody on this team that could shoot threes. They keep taking risks. What if he could shoot? No, bro. Y'all got the top 5 defense every year. Why y'all keep guessing if people could shoot? Get a shooter, bro. What y'all do with those same assets is get competition for Paulo and Franz instead. That makes no sense. Jet Howard is competition. Tristan da Silva is competition. They're not developing them; they're adding competition. Developing them is bringing a point guard next to them so they can play their normal positions.
No, but I think the whole point. No, because the way you're making it seem the whole developing them to become a role point guard. That's the development of Jalen Suggs, and Jalen Suggs has been showing that he can actually run an offense with those players. If you remember at the start of the season, I know it was a few games, but the Jalen Suggs, Paolo Banchero pick and roll thing was going wild at the start of the season.
Yeah, no, of course.
And like, that's something, but that's something that that could go down the line as like their go-to offense down the stretch of games. So that's not something that's an issue. The only issue we have on this team is shooting and spacing in period.
Yeah,
and
it's literally just
and the players around them will get to that stage where they can space, especially Jalen Suggs. I think Jalen Suggs will get to that stage. Now, the swing factor is those two wings. Because if those two wings can't shoot in Paolo and Franz, you're going to have so much issues trying to build around that too.
I think those are the guys you get the shooting for. Honestly, if Jalen Suggs has another year where he can't shoot, he could go. He could go. I love him, and he's so valuable that you're going to get a great shooter for him, you know? Like, it's about Paolo and Franz. Jalen Suggs is really good, though. But let's move on to the Knicks versus Bucks, because this is about Damian Lillard and Giannis. Are they ever going to play a playoff game together? That's tough. If these boys never play a playoff game together, that's tough.
No. Next question.
No. So Knicks versus Bucks. Who y'all got? Because like this is how we doing this? How hurt is Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson coming back for the playoffs, right?
Probably.
Yeah. He's coming back for the playoffs. Damian Lillard is the one who Damian Lillard is gone. This series is over.
The Bucks are cooked. I think the Bucks are gonna lose in like 6.
But like Giannis, bro. This is the only team Giannis could superstar against. Like Cat in the paint.
Oh yeah, he about to he about to feast. No. I'll be real with you. He about to feast. But I'm sorry, bro. There's only so much he can do until because I need you to tell me what is their guard POA? What's their POA looking like?
DeLon Wright.
Okay.
Their defense got better with Dame gone. No cap. It's just like Dame gone.
Their POA.
No funny. I might have the Bucks in that series.
I'm talking about who is their main POA in that series?
I don't give a damn, bro. Like you got little itty bitty ass Jalen. You got little itty bitty ass Jalen Bumpson, bro, with two bad ankle injuries. Giannis in 6.
Oh no. DeLon Wright, I think DeLon Wright. I was just watching him on the Knicks. Now
the Philly team last year that showed up to beat this team, they just got screwed.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
The Bucks
Jalen Brunson is about to torch that team, bro. It's not gonna look
good.
But I want to say one thing. Also, I'm gonna say one thing. This might be a series where what's that brother name? Brook Lopez might be played off the series, by the way. Because if Cat is gonna just be sat there stretching Brook out of the paint all series, he might as well not play.
I think you put Giannis on Cat. You gonna put Giannis on Cat.
But who's gonna play? Who's gonna play on Brook? Who's Brook gonna guard?
Brook gonna guard like Mitch or the paint. That's how the Bucks always do it. They play drop defense and then Giannis gonna just go over.
Yeah, but this scheme that I'm talking about is when Cat's at the 5.
Yeah, they probably still gonna put Giannis. I think Giannis should follow Cat, but Giannis never follows the best player. You know,
but
he's a roamer.
But when Cat's at the 5, you just I don't know, bro.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna put Giannis at the 5. Kick that nigga off.
They never do that. That's the Bucks' problem. They should put. I agree with you. They should. That's the smart thing. What you said is smart, but it's not what they do. It's not what they do. They don't play Giannis at center. I think that's the Bucks' problem. Giannis at this point in his career is a center, and you let go of Brook Lopez and put Kyle Kuzma at power forward and find you some small forward or some shooting guard.
Bobby. They got Bobby.
Exactly. They do got Bobby also, though. About Bobby and
Giannis at center, bro. Come on, bro.
They're not gonna do it though. They're not gonna.
Y'all been trying to force. People been trying to force this bullshit for years, bro. Like
you're gonna put Bobby at the 4 in the starting.
Bobby's 5. guarding Cat.
Ew.
Bobby and Giannis as the bigs. Yeah, Bobby and Giannis as the bigs.
Better than Brook Lopez. It's better.
I guarantee you, Bobby gonna be at 5 to finish these games.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he is to finish these games, and Karl-Anthony Towns is gonna look at him like barbecue chicken. Same with Jalen Brunson.
You said Karl-Anthony, bro. Hold up, wait. Time out.
Jalen Brunson about to eat him.
Time out.
This is sad.
You did not just say Karl-Anthony Towns.
No, there's no way you guys are about to hate on Karl-Anthony
Towns. In the playoffs?
25.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I actually do know who he is. Played very well in 2024 throughout the whole series.
Played very well in 2024. Give me them numbers.
All right. Now I got you. 1 second.
I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm shocked. I'm going with the Bucks, even with Dame out. Sorry.
Just so you know,
Cat's defense. Have y'all seen how bad Cat's defense is in the paint? And Giannis is gonna live there.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Just wait. So that was cool. Just to start for the regular season, 22 points on 50% from the field, 42-ish percent.
No. Give me the Minnesota numbers.
I'm in Minnesota right now. And 87% from behind from the free throw line on 4.7 attempts.
Playoffs?
In the offs, 19 on 47, 36. 86 splits. It's not that far off of a drop. Especially when you're playing against better defenses. Like, why do you guys just instantly look at numbers, think, okay, he's going from playing teams like the Wizards, the Nets, no offense, the fucking Sixers this year, and he goes against fucking the Dallas Mavericks. And then your guys are sat here acting like that's crazy that he's playing this inefficient. Like, bro, when you take into consideration the teams that he's playing against, the better defensive teams, he played fine. He played fine for a second option. That shouldn't be disgraced. I don't know why people do this all the time.
I just don't know how long that's lasting, Zeno, respectfully.
That's fair. But when you also realize yourself that Karl-Anthony Towns is playing in a better offensive in a better offensive cast than he has throughout his whole career. I mean, I wouldn't be here thinking he should be shooting 19. You will take 19 points. I don't think he'll be averaging 19. He'll be averaging like a good 22, 23.
Who's guarding Giannis?
Who's guarding Giannis? I can't lie to you. It might be an OG team.
I'll be Josh Hart. Not OG, bro.
What are those two? That's the thing. Or Mitchell Robinson. They might put him in there.
Robinson?
That's. I mean, no, it would have to be. It would probably be a Cat or OG thing.
No, they might have to put him out there, bro. It's Giannis. We might have to put Mitchell Robinson. He's the best defender for him. You have to put him in.
I guess. Yeah.
It's not crazy.
What would you do if you're Tom Thibodeau?
Because I'm thinking about putting Karl-Anthony Towns on him and then having Mitch Rowe of the weakest shooter. That's what I'm thinking.
So Mitch is gonna be there, right?
Yeah. That's what I would probably do.
Bro, listen, the Knicks are gonna lose because they the Knicks. It's just that simple, bro. I'm not going back and forth with this shit, bro. Like they gonna lose because they the Knicks. They dumb. They gonna do something stupid, bro. Like just like they do every year, bro. Like that team is destined to fall apart. You seen it during the regular season.
What did they do stupid last year?
What did they do stupid last? They didn't finish the series soon enough. That's what they didn't do stupid. You know where they stupid come from, Zeno, bro?
They got injured
Zeno,
literally game by game. What are you talking about?
Zeno, they stupid come from bad luck. That's where they stupid come from.
That's not stupidity. That's bad luck. Never mind. Carry on, guys. Carry on.
Bro, I'm thinking, right? Okay, last year, Jalen Brunson, when Kelly Oubre got put onto him and he had to deal with length, he didn't suck, but he was in
playing 2K.
He played bad in the first 2 games, and then he figured out and then played well throughout the rest of the series.
Kyle Kuzma, I think, could provide a similar effect.
Don't think
on Brunson. I'm not saying.
I don't think you know who Kyle Kuzma is now.
No, that's.
I don't think you know who he is. Now.
Look. I'm not saying I love him. I'm not, but I'm just saying he can do something similar. Him and Taurean Prince, and then you have Giannis. All right, but there is a world where Tom Thibodeau has a better chance of guarding Giannis.
Yo,
bro. I'm out here rambling because I'm playing 2K right now, bro. But I got the Knicks losing. The hell with that.
all I'm saying to you is, if your best answers to this is
who you got, Larry?
Kyle Kuzma.
Who you got, Larry?
I didn't even bring up Kyle Kuzma, Zeno. I ain't
No,
gonna
no,
lie to you.
you. That nigga said.
Playoffs, but without Damian Lillard, might go to the Knicks. I kind of just think it's a 2 elite stars to 1 elite star. That's kind of my opinion for that. And they have Mitchell Robinson, they have OG and Josh Hart kind of put all their focus on Giannis.
Fucking ball, bro.
Yeah.
Decline.
And the non-Giannis minutes with no Dame too.
Yeah, exactly that.
This nigga just trying to dump.
And the bench is better too. The bench is better. I trust what's his name?
Deuce McBride, yeah.
Yes, Deuce McBride should be valid too.
He's been good. He's been good this season. I can't lie. He's been so good this season.
He's better than DeLon Wright or whoever they have Andre Jackson, things of that nature. So I just trust them.
What do you say?
Unless Kuzma comes up, unless Kuzma has like a breakout series, I think it's next without Dame.
Yeah.
What did you say, Bob?
What do the Bucks do after this?
Yeah.
They're cooked. They're literally cooked. They're just gonna have to wait it out.
Trade Master Larry, if you're the GM of the Bucks and y'all get kicked out the first round and you never seen Dame and Giannis play in one playoff game, are you splitting up the duo?
I would definitely attempt to. The only thing, they don't really have anything.
No assets, no nothing.
That's cool. It's trading Damian Lillard. You're not gonna get a Damian Lillard talent back. So it's kind of rebuilding the team. Kind of have to move Giannis at that point, in my opinion. I just have to move It's not crazy though. They won a championship 3 years ago. It's not like it was a complete loss. They won a championship, but you're gonna have to trade Giannis if you want to get a real rebuild going. You probably get 2 top 5 picks for Giannis, bro. To be honest.
On the scale from 1
only
to
2.
Hey, bro. If I'm them. If I'm in that front office, bro, like Giannis gonna have to act out. I'm not trading him.
Yeah. Well, I think I agree with you on that. But I think because if you're the one that trades Giannis and not him saying anything, and then he goes to win something else, oh yeah, you look like you're so cooked, bro. You out the seat. They're getting someone else for you. But I
mean, you was lucky enough to win in the first place. You are the GM for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, you got lucky in 2021. I think he can go for like 3 or 4 first picks. You don't think he's gonna go?
Bro, we got Mikal for 5 unprotected, bro. He's going for like at least 6.
Top five.
He's going for like at least 6, bro.
Top 5 in the draft.
You know what I love?
Probably like 6 picks, but probably 2 of them are gonna end up in the top 5. Like Cooper Flag.
You know what I love, bro? I was going through files today, and there was an episode from 2 years ago with NBA Trade Center, and me and him agreed on who was the most valuable player. It was Luka Doncic. Guess what he got traded for? Zeno, yes, okay. I don't want to hear about how many first rounders no one worth anymore. I just want to hear about where can they go, because people could go for anything now. But we talking about Luka.
But to be fair,
8 first. It took like 1.
To be fair though, in that trade, to be fair, that is a superstar for a superstar. Let's keep it real.
32-year-old superstar.
No.
A young
I agree.
Superstar.
I agree with I agree with you. Realistically, that nigga Luka deserves to have like 2 first round picks with it. But it is a superstar for a superstar.
They did also get Christie's a first round.
Exactly.
It was 2 picks. They had
people gotta understand Luka to the Lakers, bro. That was the NBA, bro. Like they was waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think though that realistically though, that is an outlier situation. Like realistically, let's be real. That is such an outlier situation. And with the other part is also in the trade of Giannis, you're not getting a superstar back. So it is realistic to see that you're going to get what superstar? What superstar? What's he? J-Dub. Superstar.
I mean, he could develop. Look, if you put J-Dub onto the Bucks for the next 10 years, you don't think he could ever develop into a top 20 player?
We don't talk about top 20 players, superstars, bro. We talking about. We said Giannis. No. The year previous, the conversation previous, we talked about Luka and AD, 2 top 5 players, and Giannis is in this conversation. You think we talking about a top 20 player when we talk about superstar for superstar? Come on.
No, you got it, bro. No, you got it. But like the thing about it though is a young all-star for your superstar. You know, young all-star is cool. Young all-star for your superstar.
And what young all-star might that be?
J-Dub.
Jalen Williams.
Bro, you tried this J-Dub shit on my page, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
All right.
The more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm disgusted at it. Like, I understand it.
You might as well swing for Chet at this point. If you keep
that's what I was about to say. What about Chet?
Listen, the only thing that disgusts me more than this, bro, is that the Nets is thinking about picking up Giannis, man. We all know how this is.
Of course they should. Everyone should.
Listen,
everyone should. Everyone should.
I put it to you.
I'm saying they should.
I put it to you this way, bro. If we don't get Cooper, bro, we shouldn't go after anybody. We should just continue to be the trash ass organization.
If y'all get Cooper, y'all should chill out and just let him be. Honestly, I think
if we get Cooper, we should go after Giannis, bro, and try to boost it up like that. Because at the end of the day, even if Giannis fall apart, bro, we still got Cooper.
Yeah, but like, what? Okay, who says?
Realistically, as far as a superstar talent or close to that, I'm looking at Jalen Green, Ja Morant. Those are the top 2 names.
Jalen Green, Ja Morant. Oh, Ja Morant.
Jalen Green,
Ja Morant.
Why
did you just say Jalen Green though?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why did you just say Jalen Green, Larry?
You're a Rocket fan.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Larry,
there was a polar bear in that conversation right there, bro. We talking about superstar, star level players, and the nigga just said Jalen.
You just said Jalen Green, Larry.
Young star. He's fighting most realistic scenario.
Oh, bro,
Larry, stop it, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, look.
Larry,
look. I'm gonna end this by saying the Houston Rockets are not beating nobody in a 7-game series over the 500.
Ja Morant.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Larry. You a sick person for whiffing them on Paul.
Ja Morant, bro.
Like, he just slipped in Jalen Green that way too.
The more and more Ja Morant news that come out, the less and less I want him, bro. I'd rather take Zion at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Do you see how quickly he said Jalen Green too? That was the crazy part. He's like Jalen Green, Ja Morant.
You said Jalen Green with too much confidence, bro. Like, come on, Jalen Green.
You're a different guy, bro. You're a different guy.
Hey,
way different.
All right, move on. Next segment.
Hold on. I was gonna say one more last thing about it. Knicks, Bucks. What was I gonna say? Bucks, Knicks. Okay.
Who said you got the Bucks?
Yeah, but y'all all voted Knicks, so they moved on. But who says no?
Leaf said Bucks.
No. Wait. He
said no to what?
He said he got the Knicks losing. Yeah, you a hater. You talking hate talk. You said you got the Knicks losing. So like,
hold on, wait. That's not just from hate talk, bro. They got the best player on the court, and that's Giannis.
Agreed.
Oh wait, no, but Larry ended up changing my mind. That's why,
bro. Listen, look, when you got Giannis,
they got too many. No.
When you got Giannis versus and he's and on the other side of the court, you got your 1A who's had the same injury 2 times already, and then you got your number 2, bro, who basically he's gonna probably turn into your 1A at some point once that injury happens. Then the advantage goes to Giannis, bro. I'm sorry, Bucks and 6.
I just want to make sure you understand that this guy is talking about injuries with Jalen Brunson, knowing damn well we have not seen Giannis in the postseason for the past 2 years.
That is true.
Move on.
That is true. That's a good point.
Move on because
that's a good point. 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 It was hate, but I got Bucks and 6. It's all predictions anyway.
Yeah, I did end up changing to the Knicks, but who says no to
like why do we care?
Who says no to Giannis for Chet?
Who says no? No, nobody says no to that.
I can't lie to you, dog. They would have to give me something like Chet, Isaiah Joe.
It's gonna have to happen just because of salary.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. But,
I'm gonna need some first round. I'm gonna need some first rounders on top of that.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
first round.
The idea is Chet for Giannis.
And I don't need no protections on them picks neither.
Who says that?
I'd probably take that, yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like you're swinging for Chet's upside. There's also a thing, but like, bro, you're going down a dark road where Giannis is going to be disgruntled after a year or two. He's going to want to trade or want something to be done when you don't have any assets.
Is he going to want to trade next to SGA and J-Dub and Hartenstein playing defense like that next to him?
No.
I mean, you want him next to Chet, bro. Like, you sending J-Dub. The only reason why I said no to J-Dub is because I don't think OKC is going to budge on that.
Yeah, but Chet, you think they budge on Chet, and then you Leaf. Yesterday when I was on your channel, shout out to Leaf _4788. You did bring up a point where Chet has been somewhat kind of hurt, you know. So like, why don't you just go get Giannis? You have a duo of SGA and Giannis next to J-Dub, and then Isaiah Hartenstein. Him and Chet haven't been able to start next to each other because it's like two centers. All right, Hartenstein and Giannis.
But the thing is, you was thinking that I like if I'm the Bucks, I don't do it with the J-Dub situation. I do that if I'm the Bucks. If I'm OKC, I'm not giving up J-Dub.
That's why we doing Chet instead now. And then the Bucks still do it for Chet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You also just doesn't make sense.
If you the Bucks, still you do it.
To be fair, also, I mean, they could also try and run like a triple 7-footed lineup with like them three, but or they can just have iHeart coming from
that spacing gonna be trash.
That come from the bench, but then it would be Giannis at a 4, Chet at a 5 with 3 spaces. That's actually kind of fire. I can't lie. So 4 spaces is also
it depends on who they get, bro. Like because the only thing they don't really have right now is elite shooting, bro. Like that, they got everything else, bro. Like that's the only thing they don't have right now.
That sounds good when you have all-time great shot making Bache and what's called all-time great rim finishing and one of his best mid-range shooting season of his career in Giannis. That's not gonna be needed because Giannis is already providing a lot of offense from himself. Shea's doing the same shit. They're both good playmakers. Giannis is great. And then they have Isaiah Joe, who's a knockdown 3-point shooter. Cason Wallace is still a good shooter.
I think Cason Wallace got to be in the trade. No way.
Zeno, what that starting lineup? What the rest of that starting lineup look like, bro? Because you didn't have a good idea.
Cason Wallace. Nope.
So you said SGA, Chet, Giannis, and who else?
The starting lineup would be SGA, J-Dub, Caruso, Giannis, Hartenstein.
Wait, J-Dub.
Wait. Yes. No, because apparently
J-Dub. Y'all playing 2K. What the fuck?
Wait. J-Dub would apparently not be in a trade, which is the issue.
Yeah, Chet wouldn't be one.
So Chet would be in a trade.
I can't lie to you. For Giannis, I'm gonna be real with you. Them two guys gotta go. Both of them are gonna go.
Both.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest
for Giannis at age 30.
No, Giannis is younger.
No realistic. No, be real with me. How realistic is it for the contracts to actually match where they don't go for J-Dub and Isaiah, not Isaiah on side, J-Dub and Chet.
You had it right the first time. They was going to go for J-Dub and Isaiah Hartenstein. It's got to match with that because J-Dub probably going to be the first to get paid. Chet money ain't going to come to like maybe the year after this year? This time next year or something like that? Or am I off? I might be off.
We gotta get the trade exactly. Y'all trying to look.
Yeah, no. I get you, but I want to be at least.
It's over the summer though. Like this could. That's the thing. This could only happen over the summer. The money is the easiest part over the summer.
So Isaiah's earning 30. Giannis is earning 48. So Ludor is 16.5. Chet is 10.8. J-Dub is 4.7. So you can still keep J-Dub. So let's say Chet, Ludor would have to go. Isaiah Joe would have to go. That's like making up what 38.
Nah.
You think Milwaukee is signing off on that?
That's what I was about to say. No, I'm not letting y'all have Cason Wallace and Giannis. Give me I'm telling you.
Give me J-Dub and whatchamacallit if I'm the Bucks.
If I'm the Bucks, you can't have Cason Wallace and Giannis. Nope.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm taking Chet I'm
Give me
taking.
Chet, Case and Wallace, and whatever else fits the money.
If you the Bucks, you're not taking Chet, bro. You're taking J-Dub.
All right, J-Dub, Case and Wallace fit the money.
I am not taking J-Dub. I'm
Why
sorry.
not?
Because I'm swinging if I'm rebuilding, I'm going to swing for the person that has a higher ceiling than the other. And I can't lie to you. If you think J-Dub has a higher ceiling than Chet, I don't know what to say to you, bro.
At this point, bro, I'll be honest with you.
I think you muted.
At this point, I think like I get you with the ceiling, but in terms of J-Dub for like just to be a piece for a rebuild, I ain't gonna lie to you. The way it's been looking, I'm not mad at anybody that says J-Dub got a good amount of potential, bro, to be a multiple-time All-Star.
Agreed, but we all agree. But we all agree the hardest thing to do for a rebuild is to find that number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chet has a higher ceiling to become that number one, maybe not on offense, but overall the number one than J-Dub. That is why I'm going for Chet. That's why I'm saying that.
I might be on the safe side and go for J-Dub. J-Dub is more durable. And...
okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the same.
So I mean, and J-Dub made an All-Star team, so I mean, I can't really argue with that.
What I'm saying to you is, if I'm rebuilding my team, I'm always gonna swing for potential. I'm not swinging for safety, because at that point, that's where you become the Atlanta Hawks and always hovering around 500, or the Chicago Bulls, who's always hovering around 500.
Well, Zeno, who do you think the Milwaukee Bucks is, bro?
Yeah, that's why
before 2019, bro, that's pretty much who they've been, bro.
But that's the point. I'm saying that the mindset that you're going for is being safe. A lot of the reasons why teams have become great is off of sacrifice and also making great decisions. Still paying for keeping Steph on your team, even though he had 2 years of injury-riddled seasons with ankle injuries, is what led to Steph being the greatest Golden State. Greatest warrior in history in a top 10.
It was a lot of luck in that too.
Still, it's luck, but it's also great.
It's mostly luck. They didn't know what they were doing.
No. It was luck and also great drafting. You can't just hate on the drafting.
I'm not hating on the drafting. It turned out the way it turned out, but it turned out the way it turned out. But Zeno, just to let you know, the year before they won their first championship, they was trying to trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love.
Okay, and
so
then they decided to make the great decision to not do that. Like,
no. It was Cleveland. It was whatchamacallit that said no. They declined it. Whatchamacallit declined. The other team declined it.
Okay. Nah, what happened is that the trade got sent to Jerry West, and he said that he would quit the job if they let it go through, because Klay Thompson and Curry will be the best duo shooting wise ever, and that's what happened.
Okay. There's very few people that believed in it, but like, let's not make it seem like the Warriors the Warriors didn't have a master plan.
Wait. No way did you try to throw this propaganda.
Pacers Pistons, y'all.
Propaganda? What you talking about? What you talking about?
No, you try to throw this propaganda. Mark comes in and actually calls your bluff. That's true. Yeah, you're sick. You're sick.
No, I mean, I didn't know. No, because it's not propaganda, bro. It's really true. The Warriors didn't really know what they were doing, bro. Like,
no. Back instead of what I'm talking about. I was talking about specifically that trade, and then you proceeded to say, "Oh, the other team declined it." The other Mara says no. Jerry West
technically the other team declined it. Like that's what happened. Technically, that's what happened.
What happened is that like it was about to go through, and Jerry West had to like sign it off, and he said he's going to quit. Like,
but Jerry
signed off, but like without a job.
Yeah, but Jerry West wasn't the GM. He was only an informant for the team, bro. So he like. Yeah. It wasn't the Warriors that resented it, bro. Like it was the whatchamacallit that declined it. That's what it was.
Pacers Pistons.
That's what really happened.
Pacers Pistons.
Let's go Pistons. We finished this.
Pacers Pistons.
That wasn't propaganda. That was real shit I did. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, Pacers Pistons and
Leaf Diggy for the win, bro. Stop.
Pacers Pistons. I'm gonna just my boy Spicy PB Day today. Yeah, shout out to Spicy P31.
Bro,
Yeah,
don't ever call him that, bro.
Spicy
Like,
D.
call him Percy or something, bro. Like, don't call him that.
Spicy P.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Anyways, all I have to say to you is, man, hey, I feel bad for Jaden Ivey because we don't get to see how he looks going into the series. But I think this is gonna definitely be the series that I'm gonna be watching, bro. Because I'm gonna pull out the popcorn, my water, and I'm just gonna be watching this series. Let's see how Cade
this is
absolute cook.
You know what? I'm gonna give my opinion on this series, man. For somebody who's been around, I was actually present when 2004 when they met in the playoffs, and I was present in November in 2004 when Malice in the Palace went down, bro. And I got a bad feeling about this series, bro. Like there's a reason why the Pacers got James Johnson on the bench, bro. Like I'm obviously talking narrative, but yeah. There's a reason why they got James Johnson on the bench, bro. Like they got him on the bench for muscle. They ain't got him on the bench for nothing else. But in case some shit go down,
Isaiah Stewart. Hey, you saw
Isaiah Stewart is starting to. Isaiah Stewart is starting to become a level 1 crash out. They got some more crash out, like, bro. They got some more crash outs on that team, bro. Like, listen, Zeno knows that I'm right. Ron Holland is starting to become a level 1 crash out. The Detroit Pistons they can't do nothing but fight. That's what they do. That's why the league don't like giving them nothing.
Oh my God, that was so funny. Last week, Isaiah Stewart got in a fight and he said Detroit basketball.
Detroit basketball. I'm like, yo, bruh, y'all been over 500 for the first time since Blake Griffin, and now y'all hollering Detroit basketball. I'll be honest with you, this is gonna be a damn good series. If it outside of the fisticuffs, man, and all the pushing and the shoving that's gonna take place. And everything and all of the mess that's going to take place. Somebody is going to throw a punch in this series. I got a good feeling about it. But outside of that, basketball wise, I'm looking forward to the series. It's just two teams, one high level offense. We know what Indiana is capable of when they get going. But Cade Cunningham is probably going to be the best player walking into the series. And he's probably going to be the best player when this series is all said and done. I might have the Pistons in. This might be a tough 7-game series. I might have the Pistons in 7. I might just go with it.
Wow.
Zeno, you got the Pistons, right?
Indiana in 6.
Man, you said all of that shit about Cade, bro. Come on, wait a minute.
Because I can understand what Cade brings to a team and how I'm going to enjoy watching Cade play in the playoffs and see that he's going to play well and all the haters of Cade be wrong. But then I can just also see the Pacers offense is like it's automatic. Like you have to be on a string when defending them. You can't give them any slight advantage or you're going to get picked apart by Halliburton. Then what's called you have to have the good post defenders for Pascal, because Pascal will start posting up small defenders. He will start turning and fading and face up games and all that. He will put you in hell like that. And even Benedict Mathurin has had a good season this year as well.
Yes, he has. I forgot about him.
See, and he was hurt last year for the run.
He was hurt last year, bro. I forgot how good he really was, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I call him Benedict Arnold, but Benedict Mathurin, bro, like he definitely proven, bro, how good he could have been last year to this team. They were clearly missing him. That's clearly the wing that they were missing. He's had some big games for them this year and got them to a top 4 seed in the East. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know.
Yeah.
I for some reason, I won't be surprised if the Pistons win this series.
Me neither.
But the Pacers, bro, they definitely probably got the advantage just based off everything that Zeno said. I'm just low key running around forgetting shit. I low key forgot the Pacers still got a high octane offense and shit. I mean, I watched them 3 straight nights, bro. Like, and I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm sorry, bro. I think the Pacers are not gonna.
Hey, who you got?
You got the Pacers in 6?
The Pacers in 6.
Yeah. I made a prop real quick. First punch thrown in the
I
series.
might have the Pacers in this series. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. But first punch thrown in this series, Leaf. Who are you taking the prop on?
I am taking the prop on. Damn. Stewart is up high.
Is it worth it? Like, we all know he's gonna do it. You know, like.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, bro. I never seen. I don't think they're gonna do anything crazy enough for James Johnson. Because if somebody on the Pistons throw a punch, bro, that means James Johnson got to come off the bench and throw a punch.
Exactly. That's why it's at plus 800. Leaf. Exactly.
Yes. So I am going. So I am gonna go with Isaiah Stewart. He is starting to become a level 1 crash out. He comes from the Draymond tree. This is going to be a series that's going to boost the NBA ratings high.
Did you say Draymond Tree?
Yeah, he came from the he comes from the Draymond tree. Yes, he does. Now, only reason why I say he comes from the Draymond tree because he been hanging around Draymond since before he got in the league and shit. Like Draymond talked about it, some shit like that. So, like Draymond know him personally, bro. Like, and that's one of his guys. So
that means
I gotta go with Isaiah. I'm gonna go with Isaiah Stewart to throw the first punch. Then I'm throwing with James Johnson to throw the second punch because James Johnson is the only muscle on that team.
All right. After that, we got the Cavaliers versus the Pacers.
Cavaliers versus the Pacers. Wait, what?
Yeah, Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah, Cavaliers.
No,
versus
you
Pacers.
went 2-2.
Whoa, wait.
No. Yeah, I picked the Pacers. Yeah. I switched up and picked the Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2-2. So how did
I pick the Pacers?
I thought you said that you picked the Pistons.
No,
Pacers.
Okay, so only he. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Larry, you had the Pistons.
Mm-hmm. In 6, right? Or what?
Pistons have been tough though, but I'm gonna go Pacers. They made the conference finals last year. Benedict back.
How much?
I think this is like their last run too. Believe it or not, Miles Turner like expiring. I think he about to get a bad, and then they got to pay Benedict also. Like they on the court probably know that too. So like,
hey, bro, can I put something on your mind for a minute, bro?
What up?
What if the Pacers go back to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro?
Yeah, but the Cavaliers are going to end it. It's possible, but the Cavaliers are going to beat them right here.
I don't know if the Cavs is going to beat them, bro.
Donovan Mitchell and Garland, the way that they've been hooping, and you telling me that the Pacers can't guard, and that's all the Cavs could do.
Donovan Mitchell, like, he had somewhat of a down year.
Bro, I don't care about. Okay, you're right. I did say Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Bro, you know D Mitch in the playoffs. Leave. Stop. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley progressing this much is like what
I think. Hold up. The thing with Spider in the playoffs, I think I think some of his best playoff moments already came and went, bro. I don't know if that's fair to say or not.
No, I don't want to hear it. No. Some of his best, you can't top 50 points and stuff like that. But like, come on, Donovan Mitchell is 28 years old. Leave. If he nah. This is when they lock in. He's 28, bro.
This is where Darius Garland's. This is where the Cavs and Darius Garland's perimeter defense is going to be on display.
This is where if the Cavs lose, if the Cavs lose right here, they got to make a trade. Leaf. You got to change something. Like they got to win this. This is a team that you're better on defense than. You're almost better on offense than.
I ain't gonna lie. The Cavs are having The Cavs are having an all-time great year in the regular season, and I think them and OKC, they're gonna be overwhelmed when they run into certain teams before they get into the teams that they're supposed to run into, bro. Like, be honest with you, bro. But
not the Pacers. The Pacers probably gonna tire you out, but at the same time, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen gonna put bodies on them.
The Cavs are gonna win in 6.
Yeah, Cavs got this.
Like,
if the Cavs don't end. If you give the Indiana has proved if you give them life, they could surprise you. And
yeah.
I'm gonna say this one time. Cleveland does not need to BS around. They don't need to be in no type of series with. But who did they play the round before? Orlando?
And Hawks. The Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah, the
Oh,
hurt Hawks.
They're
You
gonna
know,
beat
they're
them
not.
in
Yeah,
four,
yeah.
bro.
Come on.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
they
right.
got
All
an
right.
easy. They got an easy way leave. Like
Trey
they ain't
Young,
no-
yeah,
Wait.
Trey Young could probably get you one game in that series.
Yeah,
So I mean,
so
okay.
when you so not only one is they going to get what's called, remind yourself this, not only one they're gonna be out of that series in 4. I'm talking about the Cavs Hawks series. They're probably gonna be out in 4 or at the lowest five games. So that means they're gonna be more rested than the Pacers.
That's true. That is
Shit
true.
up.
Because the Pacers about to come out of a Basham series with the Pistons, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, I got the Cavs in about 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 6-game series. I think.
What you got? Okay, so we got the Cavs. Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, we got the Cavs.
What about you, Larry?
Cavaliers. It's easy. They've been top seed all year round. Pacers don't have the star talent either, in my opinion, or the big men that they kind of compete with the Cavaliers. So I got Cavs easily.
Yeah.
So who's playing Orlando in the first round? Boston?
The Boston Celtics beat them. Yeah, Boston beat them, and now they playing the Knicks. And
Wait, did we even speak about the Celtics in that series?
Celtics-
I don't even think we spoke.
No,
We spoke about the
we-
Celtics in that
We
series.
did not speak about the Celtics.
We don't have to.
We just
Why
said
we
that
don't
Celtics
have to?
were
Wait, hold
because
on.
we knew they
Wait.
was
Why?
going to the we knew they was going to the second round, bro.
But
we
but
know
how
them.
they get there is going to be wait, hold on, wait, how they get there is going to be important. Orlando is a tough team too. That's
They hurt.
kind of a bar
They
fight type of
hurt and
series.
can't
I don't think
shoot.
Orlando is laying.
Orlando
That's fine, but
is
I don't think
hurt and
Orlando.
can't shoot.
Bro, Leaf. Let's not do this. Oh, they can win thing when we. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real.
They
Let's
are
be,
hurt. And
So they're not forcing at least 6 games.
Leaf. Celtics, Knicks, please.
Yeah, Celtics Knicks league.
Please.
Yeah.
All right,
Celtics,
fine.
Knicks,
I got the
though.
Celtics, bro.
Uh,
I got the Celtics in 4.
Whoa! The Knicks match up better against the Celtics than the Hurt Bucks. Whoa! He said it's a sweep.
I got the Celtics in 4.
Okay,
That's-
Larry's
yeah,
saying it's
dude.
a sweep.
That's,
Wow.
Wait, Larry has them sweeping the Knicks?
Yeah.
Yes, I have
Brought
them
out
sweeping
the
the Knicks
broom.
too.
He brought out
Yes.
the broom.
You guys
I have them
don't
sweeping the
believe
Knicks,
in the Knicks at all to get one game?
I got them sweeping the Knicks, bro. Next question. If I said it and then Larry said it and then somebody else gonna say it, bro. Like,
Larry,
man,
are you
listen.
being serious? You think that they're gonna sweep them?
It's a brooming.
Oh, the Knicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, they sweeping the Knicks. They sweeping the Knicks.
Okay, definitely.
They're sweeping the Knicks.
The
Yo,
Knicks
I'm
haven't
not gonna
beat
lie to
500 teams. Now I was about to talk about
The Celtics, the
teams over
The
500.
Celtics march to the conference finals is going to include 2 rounds against some teams that are basically going to be injury ridden, bro. By the time the Knicks get to the second round, bro, they're going to have some very, very disgusting hobbled injuries. I got the Celtics going.
I'm
When I
thinking
know
the
it's, man.
Celtics could be the hurt team in the second round this year. Look, Zeno, you just read their injury report. You read a book.
Let's be real.
Kristaps hurt over here.
Let's be real. Let's be real. They're like you said yourself. They're all saying that for an excuse to,
But Kristaps
lessen
has
everything.
actually not been playing. He's
But
like
Chris, even without Kristaps, this team is beating the Knicks. Let's be real, bro.
They're beating the
I
Knicks
will say
in
one
4,
thing.
bro. So
Yeah, okay. There's one thing I will say though. There is no way I'm listening to this guy. There is no way they're getting beaten 4. If that happens, hey, Elijah, let's just say, man,
if that happens,
I
can you
tried,
come
bro.
back here and just say, bro, listen, Leaf, I'm sorry. All right, cool. We got it.
All I'm saying to you is, if that happens, I have to say to you is, Elijah, I tried to fight for your team, bro. There's no way that this team should be getting beaten 4.
Not swept.
That would be, if they get swept, I'm gonna.
It is a brooming.
Yeah. Larry, you about to say something?
I think Celtics, even like Porzingis are going to beat them pretty easily. 5 games max, if anything happens. 5 games.
Yeah.
I got it. 3
even-
games
they
max.
can't even. Yeah, you telling me you can't even get 6? They can't even push it to 6?
No.
5 max?
No.
Oh, no.
Bro, I tell you, everything that made the Knicks a tough team was last year. I don't think they have none of it this year, bro. Like all they really got, like it's basically Brunson and Cat or bust. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work, bro. Like that 2-man tandem, that's not, bro. No, they're out of there in 4.
I
Yeah.
will say this for this
And
team.
they-
The Celtics have embarrassed them all year.
Yeah, well, I know, but even the Knicks, bro, the Celtics, they have the best option for Jalen Brunson. They have Derek White and Drew Holiday. First off,
true.
and we're talking about the Cat. I mean, he can be guarded by Jason Tatum of the world, Al Horford, Porzingis if he's healthy. Yeah, there's too many options defensively to stop.
Way too many options defensively.
That's fair.
Damn.
I do want to
So
say this.
so when you got Brunson getting neutralized by a whole backcourt, and then you got Cat being what he is, basically a cat. He's gonna turn into the cat that we know him to be, bro. Get over it. Celtics in 4.
I think the best option for the Knicks is kind of Mikal Bridges going off. With
That is nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Mikal
Bridges. That is nasty. That is disgusting.
Exposed matchup that I can see being a very advantage to the Knicks
against JB and JT, bro. Come on, what are we doing?
Hit him on Cat. I'm saying, Jalen Brunson will probably guard Mikal Bridges.
If you would have said OG, I would have been like,
OG,
maybe.
Mikal scoring wise over OG. I'm doing that.
But for the Celtics Cavaliers, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is me being irrational. I have the Cavaliers in 7.
Look, while y'all was talking about,
hey Zeno, I want to agree with you so bad, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't want to.
I want to agree with you so bad, bro. Like, be honest with you, bro. I mean, I know what happened to the 76ers is an absolute joke. But I actually want to agree with you. I want to agree with you badly.
But this is to win, bro. I mean, the Celtics to win another ring.
Check me out.
I don't need the Celtics getting there. Like you said, getting another ring. I don't need them getting here.
Check me out, bro. While y'all were talking about Jalen Brunson, Leaf said, "What is he gonna do against that defensive backcourt?" And I said, "Oh shit, Darius Garland got to be guarded by Drew Holiday and Derek White." I don't know.
Hey, all I say is D Mitch about to give them hell. That's what I'm saying.
D Mitch is, but like,
and that brother Evan Mobley.
D Mitch has showed up against Cleveland. He showed up against He showed up against the Celtics.
What I'm saying is Evan Mobley, the development he had this season, you're gonna see it. And then you have Ty Jerome off the bench. You have DeAndre Hunter. They even got DeAndre Hunter. It was called entering the deadline. Max Strus, Dean
Sam Merrill is a great
Sam Merrill too.
Hold up. Wait, Mar. Me as a Miami Heat fan, you know Max Strus is a fake shooter in the playoffs, bro. Like, come on.
No, but
he is definitely a fake shooter.
I don't like him starting. I think DeAndre Hunter should start over him.
DeAndre Hunter should definitely start. He is a fake shooter.
He is a shooter. It's just like
he's a fake shooter in the playoffs.
No, he's a shooter. Teams ask him to be the shooter. Like, he's a shooter. He's not the shooter. Like, Sam Merrill is the shooter. You know what I mean? So like you have him coming off the bench.
At what point will Max Strus turn into a fake shooter in this postseason? Against the Celtics.
He spaces out the court though, because like you gotta respect it. Like, honestly, however much you respect Klay Thompson 3 is how much you should respect Max Strus. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I watched the Dallas game the other night, when we were streaming, bro. I do not respect Klay Thompson 3 no more. That shit is broken.
However much you respect Klay Thompson,
is broken, bro.
I want you to respect Max Strus.
Nah, I had to. Whoever I said that Klay Thompson, you still can't leave him open, bro. Like, I walk it back, bro. Klay is cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, however,
I gotta walk that back. Klay is fried, bro. No, and I don't think it's gonna get better, bro. Everything is front rim. Yeah. Everything is front rim. I'm like, yo,
that's what Max Strus reminds me of. Literally.
Yeah. He reminds you of Dallas Klay.
No, end of the tenured Golden State Warrior. Like, no.
So you mean Klay after the Infinity Gauntlet?
Clay after the ACL, yes.
And Achilles. Don't forget about
Yes,
Achilles.
and Achilles.
Yeah, that's basically an affinity snap, bro. But yeah.
Oh wow, that okay. Oh yeah, y'all. So Celtics, Cavs. Which team do y'all got?
That is a crazy thing to say. Infinity Snap is
Bro,
nuts.
you can't tell me he didn't get an infinity snap, bro.
Bruh.
When he left,
Larry,
bro. Bro, come on, bro. When he left, he was in Toronto. He was in Toronto. When he came back, the league was totally different, bro. We lost David Starr and Kobe, and 2 of your legs went missing, bro. Like, come on. It's over with. I'm sorry, Clay. I love Clay, bro, but come on, bro. You got infinity snap. You lost 5 years of your life. Literally. 5 years of your career just disappeared.
That's Klay Thompson and his.
You got hit with the Thanos, bro. Like, come on. Come back later.
Said is wrong. I hope he added 5 more years of wealth. And
he did not add 5 more years, bro. Like 5 years of his 5 years of his career, bro, vanished, bro.
All right, y'all. But we in the NBA. We in the Eastern Conference Finals, y'all. We got a whole nother conference to do, which is crazy.
I thought everyone kind of said that shit. No, didn't they not?
I don't know who I got winning, bro. Like this Celtics.
Bro, just say the Cavs, bro. They got 2 Scottie Pippins, bro. Stop.
Larry, you got the Cavs?
Yes.
So we got the Cavs in the finals. Let's go. Look.
I need. Hey, I'm only doing it because I hate the Celtics.
Exactly.
I mean, the only reason why I'm doing it is because, bro, like the Cavs, bro, like you can't have this much of an all-time great season in the East and not win the East.
You can, and the reason is named the Celtics. That's the only reason, and the only reasonable reason.
It's the only reasonable reason, but then again, the Celtics are good.
The Celtics are still an all-time great team, even though they weren't as dominant last year. All-time great.
I don't know if I call them all-time great. They are good.
Move on. I go bet soon.
I don't know if I call them all-time great. They okay.
What is going on right now? So last year, wait. Last year, Celtics weren't all-time great.
All-time great.
Bro, we all agree that we hate the Celtics. Come on, look. Let's not talk about them because we not gonna be biased. Like we just said, we don't like them. Like let's just move on and we on to the Western Conference and let's try and make this side of the episode quicker because East we just chilled on it for an hour. We ain't gonna rush, but like we should be quicker than an hour. You know, somebody
is literally on my phone trying to spawn me into thinking that it's 4 teams in the Western Conference that could beat OKC in a 7-game series, and I'm not so, and I'm not sold. Like I'm sold maybe on 2.
What I'm saying is Thunder in 5.
I'll be honest, bro. It's not crazy. The Clippers could take them.
Actually,
Clippers could take them where?
Thunder
to 6.
Thunder in 6, yeah.
Hey, come on. They might win it in 7. They might win in 7. Clippers.
If Kawhi even comes close to finishing the series, bro, I'm calling for the FBI, the CIA, bro. Like I'm calling for anybody that will listen, bro. Yo, this man needs to be arrested. He's wasted 5 years of NBA fans' time. He needs to be locked up. By the way, oh yeah, Thunder is 6. By the way, yeah, but
okay. Yeah. To me, this is honestly the Thunder biggest worry. Their biggest scare is the first round.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Kawhi, if he is healthy, is going to be in the first round. Zubac, Leaf. When we made our all defensive teams yesterday, I had Zubac on the all defensive team.
I neglectfully put him at 10, bro. Come on, bro. I couldn't think of nobody else. That's why.
All right, so we got a guy who we think is top 10 in DPOY. We got
Kawhi, and then we got one of the 5 best all-time teams coming into all-time defensive basketball teams coming into the playoffs, playing the Slippers.
Yes, I look, I know that and I agree. But the thing is, the Clippers, their only weakness is their number one option's health. They have the playmaker in Harden. They have the shooter in Norman Powell. They have the defender and paint presence in Zubac. All they need is a forward. And they have maybe the best forward in the league. It's just that he don't be healthy. It's just that he don't be healthy.
What's their starting five? Chris Dunn's in the starting five, right?
No, they probably put Derrick Jones.
Wait, Mar, hold on.
Chris Dunn.
Mar, are you trying to tell me that the best player? Mar, are you trying to tell me that the best player coming into this series is Kawhi Leonard when he's healthy?
Yeah,
Are you really trying to tell me that?
He's the most.
I ain't mad at it. at all.
Him and
wait. Hold on, Zeno. I want to make sure you hearing this.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oscar Shea is not clearly the best player on that court. I'm sure.
SGA is not the best player coming into the series.
They are on the same level, but I trust SGA.
What?
I trust SGA more because he's been healthy. I trust Kawhi in the playoffs. I know what Kawhi is in the playoffs, but I don't trust his health. I don't.
Why are we acting like 2021 wasn't 4 years ago?
That's what
are we doing?
Like, he's been hurt for He been hurt for like 10.
But the issue is, the issue I have with this is that like the Kawhi we're seeing now is not even the Kawhi we saw like last year or the year previous. He's not getting to the rim that he used to, which is something that's like kind of inhibited his efficiency. So if he's just not going to get to the rim like he did even last year or the year previous,
the turnaround mid range is up though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, that he's a demon in the mid range. We all know that. We all know that that's who he is. Like I'm not gonna discredit that. I'm talking about him getting to the rim, him trying to draw free throws and all that type of stuff. If he's not getting to the rim,
no,
they're gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem.
That is a problem. I don't think he's gonna mid range the mid range them to death. But at the same time, I think the way that you attack the Thunder's defense, you kind of got to play in the middle of it, and then like that 15-foot in. It's a good attack portion, but at the same time, is it gonna work for 7 games?
What I'm saying is, I'm deploying Lou Dort on Kawhi, deploying J-Dub on James Harden. I'm putting
J-Dub on James.
I would do vice versa.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm not gonna argue that too much because
I'm not letting Kawhi bully J-Dub for easy turnaround fades. I'm not letting it happen.
Wait, huh? J-Dub is bigger than Lou.
Can I ask y'all something?
It's physically more stronger than J-Dub.
Hold up.
There's a reason why J-Dub was not the primary option defender on Luka, while Lou Dort was.
Lou
Dort was, definitely. Hey, can I ask y'all something, bro?
I'm talking about this year.
Can I ask y'all?
It doesn't matter.
Is James Harden versus J-Dub, is that not looking in the mirror like a motherfucker, bro, or what, bro? Like, am I tripping?
You mean Shea versus James?
What J-Dub, is it possible that J-Dub could become at least half of what Harden was?
They don't.
I see what you mean. The OKC guy who's like left out, the odd guy on OKC.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Is it possible that J-Dub might be the first odd man out, and if OKC don't win a championship with this group?
We talked about it earlier, and like we don't know.
I think James Harden and J-Dub is like, that's literally looking in the mirror. Their career is about to be the exact. Their career might go the exact same.
Maybe you foreseeing in the future, but that's why I was saying like you trade Giannis for a young star like that. If J-Dub once again in the playoffs look, if J-Dub in the playoffs again, kind of underperforms.
If J-Dub max out to anything up more than an all-star, bro, outside of OKC, you're gonna come back to this conversation. You're gonna be like,
and if Chet goes to the Bucks and turns out to be a top 10, top 5 player that he's been projected to, I'm going to look you in the face in 2-3 years and say, you better say sorry, because that's literally his.
Oh, yeah, I would listen. Hey, bro, I would get right on the camera.
Who y'all got in this series?
And I would be like, I apologize.
Funny, bro. Who y'all got in this series, man?
Oh, yeah, I said.
Yeah, I got the Thunder 6. I'm just staying safe with it, bro. Like, bro, because if Kawhi plays this whole series and it tries to go 7 games, I'm calling the FBI.
Dude, this is a scary series for the Thunder because I'm telling y'all, this is a Clippers team with a lot of veteran leadership, and it's only scary if they're healthy though. Only scary if they're healthy because
bro, all they gotta do is leave. All they gotta do is leave Chris Dunn open, bro. It's just simple.
One thing
we leaving Chris Dunn open. We're leaving. What's called
Derrick Jones Jr. open, bro.
But
if they are on the court, we're leaving them open.
Teams leave Lou Dort and Caruso open.
Okay, but they have better shot creators and they have players.
No, they have the best shot creators, not better shot creators.
I don't think they got better shot creators.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, you know.
You're right, my bad.
They have the best one. But look, what Tyronn Lue does, and he does this every time. He doesn't put Kawhi on the number one option. He puts Kawhi on the number two. He eliminates J-Dub. He knows Shea is going to be Shea. He's going to put Chris Dunn on Shea and then eliminate J-Dub. And what happened last year? The Mavericks eliminated J-Dub with Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. right next to Kawhi. You know, it's about J-Dub in this series. And who is he?
Is there at least over an 8% chance that the Clippers win this series?
Yes. It's if Kawhi is healthy, Leaf, I'm telling you, this is a flip of the coin. If Kawhi is healthy. That's the thing.
So hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a second. So Mar, you're telling me right here on your channel that you are confident that a healthy Kawhi for 7 games on the playoff tier that he's always been on can get the number one, can get one of the most historic defenses out of the playoffs in the first round.
Yes, because Harden will help him get into his spots, and then Kawhi will also slow down J-Dub. And then the thing about it is they're not going to be a bigger team than the Clippers. They're going to be running a similar thing with J-Dub at the 4. You know, Chet and Hartenstein alongside each other don't fit that well. So Zubac will be playing against one center in Chet.
Wait, J-Dub at the 4?
Yeah, that's what they've been. Yeah.
I think Kawhi athleticism might be fried, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and that's why they got Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. is athletic freak, you know, jump out the gym monster. Like it ain't like Kawhi's gonna be guarding J-Dub and he's gonna do a fine job. Also, J-Dub this year ain't been as good of a shooter because what I was trying to tell Zeno, J-Dub is swole now, bro. Like he is swole. When Chet and Hartenstein was hurt, he was playing center at 6'5". He's that like J-Dub a little bit too big. I think he got too big and like his shooting went down a little bit.
What would y'all compare this version of Kawhi to, bro?
There's no, bro. He's Kawhi. Kawhi, I don't even rank him no more. No, we don't rank Kawhi. We don't.
I mean, all right. What does this version? What does this version of Kawhi? Who does he look like? What player does he?
He looks like the same player to me. He just
what player? Yeah, but what player? You know what player that I'm thinking of? Because he has
the same shot profiles like KD. If that's,
I think he got the same shot. I think he got the same shot profile as 2001 Jordan on the Wizards.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about the same shot profile as like right now KD, to where KD off the Achilles isn't.
All you just got to do is just watch 10 minutes of 01 Jordan before that injury. It is the same exact shot profile.
Rockets.
The same exact one.
Yeah.
Everything is 15 feet in. Pump fake in the paint. Mid range, close shot. There's nothing above the rim. There's nothing at the basket. Mid range. Exactly like Zeno was saying, bro. There's no attacking. If he gets to the free throw line, it's probably gonna be limited, maybe 6, possibly to 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Give it the take.
Next series we got is the Rockets versus the Timberwolves.
I got the Timberwolves in 5. Next.
Oh, we know what Larry got because the only way for me to go after last night's game, especially with Jokic dropping a 60-point triple-double and still not being able to get past the Timberwolves.
That's Westbrook fault, bro. Everybody knows that.
You got that. We got this brother getting on his bed, destroying how it looks, the cleanliness and everything, just to try and lie to us about.
Just to put on 3 different hats that need to go in the garbage, bro.
And knowing damn well that his team is about to get beaten in 5.
The Rockets are not. The Rockets are not winning more than 2 games in this postseason.
Yeah, them brothers are definitely losing in 5.
I got more.
Larry, it's over with. They're cooked. You don't even have nothing red or yellow to match it.
Hey, he gonna have a red defeat.
The The funniest thing is they won't even lose. They won't even be in red. They're just gonna get beaten black and blue. So it's
Yeah.
funny as shit.
This shit is gonna be bad, bro.
You know what's crazy? Where the broom at? Like this might be the first.
No, it's not a brooming. It's not a brooming.
If you think this is brooming, you guys got it, bro. I feel now because I'm not gonna lie to you. West teams are too good for me to think that anyone's gonna get broomed. I can't lie.
Hey, Larry got some.
The only team that's gonna get broomed is the Lakers. That's if they run into Denver. But I mean, obviously, but
another
one. People just be saying narratives for the sake of narratives, bro.
Why is that a narrative, bro? They've only won one game against them, and that's only because the NBA needed money.
Yeah, but I got the Wolves. Who you got, Larry, Leaf, Gino?
I got the Wolves in 5.
I got the Wolves in 5 or 6. I'm gonna say 6.
Wait. Don't we think Alperen Sengun to be exposed Rudy Gobert?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No.
How's the Emmitt Thompson guarding Anthony Edwards?
He's gonna be in foul trouble.
Okay, I don't know about what this guy's saying, but I think that he's gonna do a good job on Ant, but Ant is gonna have a okay series. But then, how you guys are going to be able to generate offense?
The X factors
against this great of a defense too, because this defense, I want to say, since like post, I wanted to just say that aren't they like a top 10 defense, and realistically,
they are still a top 10 defense. Still, I think I'm probably number 9.
Wait. They are the 6th ranked defense. Tell me how your team is going to be able to generate consistent offense against them.
You got to do some more background about them being the 6th best defense, though. Like I think that's more of like if you're saying like points per 6th ranked defense. In terms of what's their defensive rating is probably most likely top 10. All of their defensive skeptics across the board is probably still top 10. Against a team that could barely crack 100 points post All-Star break in the Rockets. They are very inferior offensively. When Fred VanVleet is one of your top options, bro, you got a problem. You're not doing anything. I got the Timberwolves in 5.
Hey man, Timberwolves, Winter Wolves, Shadow Wolves, Rockets in 5.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next series, bro.
Nuggets we got Grizzlies. I got the wow. Wait,
this could be a good. This could have been a good one had Taylor Jenkins not got fired. But
I think that's what makes it a good series. I think Taylor Jenkins there makes it the same series, and like I think they were gonna fire him no matter what. Leave. We talked about it yesterday. I think that's just what it was. They were just done with him.
I think on paper they match up okay.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Zach Edey and Jaren Jackson against Jokic is actually not terrible. And John Morant,
that's not terrible at all.
Who's going to be guarding John Morant? You put Aaron Gordon on him?
No,
I don't know. I don't know who's got. You probably gonna put Russ on. No, you're not. No, you're not.
So Christian Braun just doesn't exist.
Christian Braun, yeah, right. I forgot about him. My bad.
And Ross and Christian Braun are going to be the 2 defenders you can put on him. Also Payne
Watson. Payne Watson. Yeah.
Okay.
They have 3 players that. Okay, that's 3 good defenders that you can throw at Ja.
That is 3 good defenders. You're absolutely right, Zeno.
No, I think Ja is like really, really good, and their paint defense.
Paint defense is good. I'll give you that.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is gonna have to. He's gonna have to rise in this series. He's going to have to rise.
Jaren Jack is gonna feast this series.
Wait, hold on. Aaron Gordon on Jaren Jackson Jr. How?
Yeah. What about?
I don't know if he's gonna feast, but he definitely has to rise.
If he's pulling Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's gonna be easier for Ja to actually be able to get to the rim and actually finish in the paint, because Aaron Gordon reminded that he's supposed to be essentially like the token rim protector on the team, because Nurkic isn't that. He's supposed to be the weak side rim protector in the starting lineup.
Yeah, because, he's supposed to be the help defender. He's supposed to be the one helping when.
So that means they're gonna put MPJ. So if Jaren Jackson Jr. is away from the basket, they're gonna put MPJ on him.
MPJ is not crazy actually,
and MPJ is gonna be getting cooked by Jaren Jack all
on the perimeter.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. Jaren Jack is gonna isolate on him, drive, get that touch shot, that little push shot that he be doing. I'm telling you, he about to average like a good 21, 22 that series.
Zeno, I like the confidence, bro. I really do, bro.
This is a tough matchup for Jokic. You know, Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson, Brandon Clark.
No, it's not. No, for Jokic, no. Jokic is gonna do Jokic.
Who is the DPOY this year in your opinion, Zeno?
Triple J,
Mobley, Triple J.
Yeah, I got Triple J.
Nah, I don't got Triple J either. But like, Triple J is a really good defender. Zach Edey.
I mean, I would go with I'm all right with Mobley, but I think it go either way. Triple J or Mobley.
Yeah, Zach Edey with the size that he also bring next to Jaren Jackson that grabbed the rebound.
You think a rook?
Zach Edey is going to be in foul trouble. I like Zach Edey, but he's going to be in foul trouble.
You think a rook is going to be able to stay disciplined on Jokic up fakes, head fakes, pump fakes, all of those little spin moves he does and not foul him?
I mean, he don't really fall for fakes. The fouls that's drawn on Edey is mostly like screen, box out, or like if a guard beats into the basket, he puts his hands up. It's that type of thing.
No, I get that, but I'm also just saying in general that sounds good. But then you're saying that he doesn't usually deal with those type of issues. We're talking about one of the greatest scorers in our league right now when we're talking about Jokic. Like some stuff that doesn't come up as an issue in certain matchups comes up as an issue when you're dealing with Jokic. So that's why
is true.
That's what I mean by I think that he's gonna have issues with that. And then the other names that you brought up, what was the other names that you brought up as bigs for him?
Who we said Triple J. They still got Brandon Clark coming off the bench. They still got Santi Aldama.
Brandon Clark is not good enough defensively, and then Santi Aldama is gonna get torched too. So like Jokic is just gonna have a good series this series. I'm not gonna.
I think Zeno, like, correct me. Listen, call me crazy, but if you got multiple bodies to throw at the Joker, bro, like on a consistent night-to-night basis in a 7-game series, you give yourself a chance at least.
Oh, I agree with you on that, but like, I'm sorry, bro. I've seen Jokic just cook defenders, just cook them, like absolutely.
So it's not possible that Triple J could be placed on him when Joker's on the perimeter.
Triple J, fouling machine. Triple J on Jokic. You don't want him running. You don't want him roaming.
I mean, everybody gonna foul anyway. It's Joker. I mean, like, yes, I'm just talking about putting bodies on him.
Yeah, but that's why you would rather have Edey be the main defender and have him roam, so he doesn't do the cat thing where like they put their hand in a cookie jar and foul themselves out early. That's right. What you should do.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I'd have Edey as the body and Jaren Jackson as the main defender. I tell Edey, just put your hands up and only jump for rebounds and let Jaren Jackson do all the work. You're 7'4", you're guarding Jokic, put your hands up, grab a rebound, and if Jaren Jackson doesn't save you, he ain't doing his job. You're a rookie guarding Jokic, put your hands up, grab a rebound. You're 7'4".
I will say this, bro. In terms of rebounding, I think Memphis, they may have an advantage, bro. We talking about one of the best rebounding teams in the league. Like, look, they bored. So I mean, like, it's not like they don't give up too many second chance points. That's what I will say. So,
Larry got all the hats in the world, bro. Look,
so the way, so yeah, Larry.
Bro, this guy's going straight into his collection, bro.
Oh, yo. Ooh, that boy got Memphis.
Larry, you don't even wear all them hats, bro. Stop. I don't even wear all my hats. That's why everybody know I got hats.
He don't even like those teams. That's the crazy part. We know he does.
That's crazy. I love these teams, bro.
Don't like the teams.
Bro, talk about Jamal Murray though. Who's good guard him? We have Jalen Wells guarding him.
Yeah, Jalen Wells.
Yeah, Jalen Wells.
Desmond Bane. They got a lot. That's the thing.
Jalen Wells, Desmond Bane.
Grizzlies got all the answers. It's just that Jokic Is
just Jokic and Jamal Murray will probably be the benefactors if their shot making is or at a is
Who's
at
the main defender on MPJ?
Look. I'm gonna say this.
Main defender on MPJ.
You don't really need one. Just whoever.
You don't really need one.
No, you don't. No, MPJ's not. Whoever's your.
So what? MPJ is self check now. What?
No. Whoever's your tallest wing, you just tell them don't jump. Your tallest wing, you tell them don't fall for MPJ's head face. Like when he go like that, you just tell your tallest wing, put your hands up, bro.
Nuggets in 6. If that happens, Nuggets in 5. Because if you're letting
MPJ just get wide open threes, I got
letting him get wide open threes. If you're letting GG Jackson on him, GG Jackson 6'9", put your hands up.
GG Jackson 6 is he 6'9"?
Yeah, 6'9", put your hands up.
I think he about 6'8", 6'9".
I ain't putting no versatile defenders on MPJ.
He is 6'9", huh?
Yeah,
I'm not putting no versatile defenders on MPJ. MPJ just spot up and shoot. The thing about it though is, on paper and X's and O's, the Grizzlies should win. But it's Jokic, bro.
Exactly.
It's Jokic.
If I had to say, this might be the series, bro, where I think if the Grizzlies were gonna do some more growing pains, they would have had to do it with Taylor Jenkins. I think the Taylor Jenkins firing basically explains that they don't have any visions of paying $330 million to Triple J, and they don't have any visions on keeping Ja Morant for the foreseeable future when that does happen. So yeah,
we'll see. But
I got the Nuggets.
Lakers Warriors. I think we all had the Nuggets, but like it took forever just because like for whatever reason. Lakers Warriors. This is a hard series.
Is it?
I have the Lakers in 7.
Warriors.
I have the Lakers in 7.
Warriors.
Oh man, dude.
Warriors in 6.
Oh man,
the Warriors. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Without like, if Steph is not having an all-time great night, the Warriors are pretty much fried, bro. They needed
defense.
Bro, the Warriors needed everything to win that game last night, bro. Like from Steph, bro. Like, have you seen them without Steph on the court, bro?
They beat the Bucks.
I just want to say
they beat the Bucks with Giannis and Dame. What's up, Zeno?
Bro, Zeno, help me out, bro. Come on, bro. Look, come on.
We talk about the Bucks in 2025. Yeah,
exactly. Come on, bro. Like, Zeno, come on, help me out, bro. Like, does the Warriors not look fried without Steph on the court, bro?
That is one thing. And the other thing I have to say is you need to remind yourself that the Warriors are going to have to deal with 48 minutes of straight pick and roll demonity from what's called LeBron starting the pick and roll. Then it's Luka. Then Austin Reeves wants to do his isolation pick and roll thing with the big, and then it goes back to Luka. Then it's like, bro, do you not understand?
You know who's the only person that could like light a fire under Draymond's ass and tell him that to dick ride LeBron? Hey, when Jimmy see Draymond buddy with LeBron, he go, yeah, you fucking dick rider. You happy with LeBron?
Jimmy,
he gonna make Draymond play.
And you know what's gonna happen right there, Mar, bro? Like, what's gonna happen is Draymond is gonna remember where his bread is buttered, bro, because he has 4 rings and Jimmy doesn't have 1. You can tell if you're Jimmy, if you're Jimmy, you're not saying a word to Draymond Green, bro. He's been somewhere you haven't been, sir.
Well, I'm saying
you're not saying a word to him. If the first time you say something to him, Draymond is going to crash out, and then that's going to be Draymond versus Jimmy. Exactly what I was waiting for. The Warriors are doomed. Listen.
I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna be real honest with you.
The Warriors can't beat LeBron unless they stack, bro. Like, come on. It's
I think the Warriors do have a chance, but I will remind myself to always remember that Mar is what's called Jimmy Butler fan. Because for some reason that
he don't got no choice.
That moved past my head, and I heard him glaze Jimmy Butler so hard, I started cringing. I was like, yeah, all right.
They got Jimmy Butler laying in a dunk box now, bro. Like, come on, bro. This is ridiculous. But I will say, this: the Lakers defense ain't really much to speak of. I will say that. So if Jimmy could not turn into Juwan Man in this series, bro, and not be a pick and choose gangster like he usually is, bro.
He is a pick and choose gangster against teams with defenses like this.
Yeah, but
and Curry, who's guarding Curry?
Listen, Steph Curry. Look, I'll say this. If the Warriors win this series, it's going to be by a lot. But if the Lakers win this series, it's going to be because the Warriors didn't perform up to high standards.
Yes. I will just say this. This might be the first series where it's a game. Actually,
this is a hard series.
Celtics. I think I said the Celtic Cavs could go 7 just because I hate on them. But realistically, I think this is the series that will go 7. This is the first.
I think if this series goes 7, bro,
it might be
if this series goes 7, the loser is retiring. I got the loser retiring, bro. Like I have the loser not doing nothing in the postseason ever again, bro. The loser of this series will not be seen doing anything in the postseason ever again. It's going to be first round exits or play-ins or no playoffs at all, bro. They are doomed. I'm telling you, bro. Like the Lakers and the Warriors have burned the candle all the way down to the crisp. I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Get rid of these bozos out the league. It's time for the West to move on into a new era. Let's get rid of these bums. They're old. Move on. I don't really care who wins this series. The NBA won this series, man. Let's move on.
Oh man, dude, because right now you got me interested in a prop that I'm about to make up before. Like, I wonder who
this is, bro. This ain't even a rating series. This is a Twitter series, bro. That's all it is. If the Warriors win, bro, like then the Curry minions on Twitter gonna go crazy, and if they lose, bro, you're not gonna hear from them again until Steph Curry gets another 50-point game.
Yeah. Is Zeno a Sixers fan?
Yeah, Zeno.
Bro, everybody from where Zeno's from is a Sixers fan, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, who out of these guys do y'all think would be the first player to retire?
I'm gonna probably say Draymond.
I might go with Butler.
I'm gonna probably say Draymond, bro. Like, because
it should be LeBron.
Jimmy gonna take that money.
It should be LeBron.
It should be LeBron, but I'm gonna say Draymond just off the strength of Draymond already got the podcast. He's not really like interested in ball like that. If he doesn't get Defensive Player of the Year and he loses in the first round of the series, that's gonna be like, man, I quit. I'm out.
I'm done, John.
You funny, bro. All right.
Yeah.
Next,
I can see Draymond doing some petty shit like that.
So I got the Warriors. Larry, who you got?
Warriors.
I got the Warriors.
All right. So we got the Warriors. Moving on. And then that means the Warriors would be facing the. Oh wait, how does this work in the NBA, dude? They don't go in different brackets, but they would still be facing the Thunder, I believe. So the Warriors versus the Thunder.
This is 3 and 6, right?
No, the Warriors are 5-1. But the Warriors were in the 4-5.
No. What seed is the Lakers, right?
Yeah, it would be Thunder. It would be Thunder and the winner of Lakers Warriors. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was believing. So it's just the Thunder. Yeah, right. Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder wins in.
Yeah.
Thunder wins in like 6.
Yeah,
I got I got the Thunder in that series. But
I had Warriors, and I was about to say, yo, this propaganda needs to end.
I got the Thunder in that series, but I won't be surprised if the Warriors take that shit a little bit further.
Look, Jimmy's gonna
because
be amazing in the playoffs.
the Thunder against veteran teams, bro, they
what are you about to say, bro? What are you about to say, bro?
But like the East is the East, the West is different. Like place, all right. Jimmy's gonna go crazy, but the Thunder are gonna come in with Lou Dort, SGA, Jada, Chet, Casey Wallace. Nah, they got it, bro. Look,
Jimmy is gonna bully them little boys, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Nah,
Jimmy,
they are children.
But the thing is, when there's so many little boys,
crazy. Sorry, go.
When there's so many little boys, you just get overcrowded sometimes, bro. Like imagine like a bunch of like third graders just grabbing at your leg, bro. Like they just
got a bunch of third graders is grabbing at your leg. I'm still scoring. I'm still scoring. Get off me. Bunch of 8-year-olds on me.
At some point, bro, they got it, bro. They got it.
All I know is Jimmy Butler going crazy is gonna be like 20 points on mediocre efficiency. But let's keep it.
It's gonna 20 points on mediocre efficiency.
It's gonna be 105.
No, that's what I did wrong. Y'all, wait. So the Timberwolves were the 7th seed, and we had them win in the first round. Do the Timberwolves versus the Thunder, or are they? Well, how does the bracket?
No, the Timberwolves.
The bracket stays. The NBA stays the same, right?
Yeah,
the Timberwolves would play the 3 to 6 seed.
Exactly.
So the Timberwolves versus the Warriors
versus the Nuggets. The Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this to you.
I got the Timberwolves winning that series. Who got the Timberwolves winning that series?
The Timberwolves are gonna beat them in 6.
Oh man, last night's game.
I'm not mad at it, but the last night
told me last night he could have a 60-point triple-double and lose.
No. Last night's game just showed you, bro, like that they have Russ, bro. Like that's why they're gonna lose. They got Russ.
Leave.
Go ahead.
The Nuggets got Russ. I've been saying it all year.
No, you're right.
They got Russ.
You're right about that too. But I went back and watched the game. They lost the same exact way as last year. They have a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter and blow it against the Timberwolves. That's how they lost every single game. They did it last night. 10-point lead against the Wolves. And then I think what happens is like, Derrick Henry and how like in the fourth quarter, after all that running, you get tired of him, of tackling him and stuff. I think that's what Rudy Gobert doing to Jokic. I think after 4 quarters of Jokic just like, he does amazing against it, but
he had 60.
I know, but like you're tired. If
you keep it's not the problem, bro. It's the other blows. It's Bozo plays
in the fourth quarter.
Bro. Hold on, wait. We gotta put that in perspective. It's Bozo plays down the stretch. That's what it is.
Since last year, before Westbrook was on the team.
Yeah, but the difference is with that series, because I watched all of those series. There were certain games that they were letting the Timberwolves be hella physical, where they're bumping. Jamal Murray off of drives and all of that type of stuff. And that's when they were blowing them out because, bro, if you're letting the Wolves just handle you like that, you're going to lose.
J-Mac was foul, and I remember that. He was foul.
I don't think the Nuggets don't have no room to play around like they did in previous series against the Lakers and all them other teams, and they could just give up points and they could just match them, bro. Like, the thing is, they know what they're getting into with the Timberwolves, bro. Like, I understand that the Timberwolves, they just know how to play the Nuggets. They know how to play them. If the Timberwolves win this series again, they're basically going to lose to whoever they play next round. It doesn't matter. All the Timberwolves is doing, bro. The Timberwolves is basically a bracket buster team, bro. That's all they are. Nobody believes in this team to go to the finals. Nobody believes in this team to win the West. Nobody believes in this team as a championship contender, even last year.
But respectfully, Leaf, it's not because they're a bracket buster and no one believes in them. The reason why no one believes in them is because there's an all-time great team having what's called literally in their conference. It's like, for example, saying the Cavs, like realistically, we all know the Cavs are having a great season, but the Celtics, who is one of the best teams of all time, is literally in their conference and counters them. Like, realistically, like, without the bias, we all know that the Celtics are going to win that series. But
that wasn't the case for the Timberwolves last year. They lost to a Dallas team that just got put together at the break. Like, come on, bro. Like,
but that's a different situation. First thing, the Ant that we saw now is not the same Ant we saw last year. This is a better Ant.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna lie. And at 46
J-Mac,
this is damn near Steph, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit is ridiculous.
Got better. J-Mac got better. Nickeil Alexander-Walker got better. They have players like DiVincenzo and all these. This is a different team. But yeah, the Timberwolves is gonna win in 6. That's
the Timberwolves is about to get to the conference finals with Julius Randle.
That's Julius Randle averages the most assists on this team at 4.7.
Yeah, because they swing the rock around. They love swinging the rock around. That's why. Yeah.
This team
so that means like 2 or 3 other people is averaging 4 assists.
Yeah. Edwards averages 4.5. Randall averages 4.5. DiVincenzo averages 4, and Conley averages 4.5.
Yeah.
All right, that's good spreading the ball around. That's basically what 16 assists between 4 people. Okay, all right, at minimum. But I think this is low key kind of. I want to disagree with Zeno, but I unfortunately I don't think I can. They're about to make the conference finals with arguably one of the worst playoff. They're arguably going to make the conference finals with arguably one of the worst playoff performers, bro, that we've seen in the last 10 years.
Bro, and it's like, I agree, bro. That's what's mad. Like the Timberwolves really just out here ruining stuff, bro. Jokic supposed
wait. You know what this reminds me of? Now you now you understand how people feel about your shitty ass Heat. Now you understand. Everybody be here being happy. Oh, well, we're having a good season, and then the scourge that is the Heat just appears and it ruins everybody's day.
Oh
now
my
you
God.
understand.
I hope they do that again this year. The 1 year that I give up on them and don't even talk about them. Hopefully, Andrew Wiggins goes into All-Star form, right? All-Star form for the playoffs.
What All-Star form is he going to go into to win them anything?
The 2022 All-Star. You remember the Steph Curry haters were saying Andrew Wiggins should have been Finals MVP? Hey, some people think we got a Finals MVP. If they consistent. Look.
Oh my God,
bro, you're sick, bro.
This is. Hey, listen. Everybody know I don't like Steph, but I don't hate on Steph that much, bro. Like that's ridiculous, bro. I don't like nothing the Warriors stand for as a franchise, as an emblem, as a crew, nothing. But I don't hate them that much. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Wiggins, that's what you gave me. You couldn't give me Bam or Tyler. You gave me Wiggins.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Say Tyler, he's the best scorer on your team. Scam makes sense, but Wiggins, yeah, you're a sick.
The thing is, but that's how we Wiggins. That's the only way we win the finals. Look, Hero and Bam, y'all right. We know what they is. I'm saying we need some Wiggins. Exactly. If we're not going to the finals, I don't care. Exactly.
You gave me Wiggins, bro.
If somehow Wiggins goes into 2022 form, we there. That's basically Jimmy Butler at that point.
We talk about the Heat in a Thunder and Timberwolves conversation. This is unserious.
So we got the Thunder beating the Timberwolves.
Six.
I might have the Timberwolves winning that series.
Nah.
Nope.
Larry, what you got?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Yeah, Thunder. Yeah.
I mean, shit, they beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, but that's what they're literally built to do.
Do you think the Nuggets and the Timberwolves are even in the same stratosphere?
No, they're not in the same stratosphere. It's just that the Timberwolves are literally built to beat them. So it's like they got it, But like,
well, not this season, but yeah.
So the Timberwolves ain't beat the Timberwolves can't beat the Thunder at all. There's no chance of this.
There's a chance, but like it's in a world where Anthony Edwards can fight through Case and Wallace, SGA, Lou Dort, J Dub, and then when he does, he has to go fight Isaiah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. When Anthony Edwards gets double teamed in midcourt, bro, it looks shaky as hell, bro.
They're done, bro.
It looks shaky as hell, Zeno, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like his decision making out. His decision making out of double teams, bro, it looks shaky.
No.
I didn't even say Caruso.
It gets better. No, it gets better. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. This season is better than last season. But at a certain point, bro, like realistically, let's keep it real, bro. He's not gonna be able to consistently generate good looks outside when he gets doubled. And then you're relying on Mike Conley, who's not really a scorer, to really generate like generate good looks for himself.
But you got them getting to the conference finals, bro, with Conley and Julius Randle.
Because the Nuggets have a weakness that the Timberwolves can exploit. Plus, the Timberwolves have shown throughout this whole season and last postseason that they can consistently get games off of this team off of defense, and also their team collectively dragging wins out of those games. They did a lot yesterday. I'm pretty sure they beat them. I want to say a few weeks ago. They've consistently beaten the Nuggets this whole season.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Okay, what about? All right, the Nuggets was up. Was the Nuggets up 3-0 at some point in that series, or 2-0?
No. It was.
But they came back. They came back.
Yeah,
they came back down 3-1.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Back down 3-1. All right, no. They came.
No. They came back down 2-0. They was still up 2-0. They was up 2-0.
They were down 3-1 at some point.
Minnesota was up 2-0. They what's called Denver won 2 in a row.
Okay. I think Denver won 3 straight. No, Denver was up 3-2.
Denver won 3-2. Yeah, they were up 3-2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So like this is a series. It's just like
Denver. Yeah, this is gonna be a legacy. This is gonna be a legacy series for the Nuggets, bro.
You know what? Is he right? Do the Nuggets win that series? I think. I'm sorry we're going back to that, but that's a legacy series. Anthony Edwards got the most aura if he could just keep coming in and beating the MVP
and beating the Nuggets, bro. Like consistently, bro. Like I'm like that aura. That aura, bro. Like is. I don't even want to say aura, bro, because we all know the Timberwolves, they basically beat the Nuggets. That's basically their finals, bro, because they're not doing anything else.
But that's Jokic's legacy right there. I know. You know when it becomes his legacy next year. If they beat him again this year, we talking about it a lot, bro. Like a lot. And that might force the Nuggets to make a move. Jamal Murray, I don't know. But I'm mad at the Nuggets ain't here.
We're really about to have the Thunder and the Cavs in the finals, bro.
This not.
This is, bro. This ain't nothing but a basketball discourse series, bro. Everybody that talks basketball is gonna.
Yeah.
This is everybody that consistently gets on this. Everybody that consistently gets on Discord for the last 3 years and bro telling us about SGA, bro, is gonna be looking forward to the series, bro. That's the only people, bro. Like this is not a series that's gonna gravitate towards NBA allure, bro. It's not.
All I'm saying is after this series, all I'm gonna say is absolute cinema. That's what I'm saying, man. Absolute cinema.
Look. On the court wise, this is a great series. Let's talk about a couple things that won't matter because this is the last series, and then we're done with this episode. Ratings wise, you got
ratings wise, this shit is
Oklahoma
gonna be
and Cleveland. Yeah, that's tough. Nobody going to those.
That is very tough.
Oklahoma got like the best home crowd though. Oklahoma home crowd in the finals is blur. OKC in the finals is blur. Them fans, that's the only sport they got. Like they can't go anywhere else. They can only watch NBA basketball.
I mean, but at the same time, the Cavs can't draw legitimate ratings, bro, unless they got
LeBron gonna go. Yeah, exactly. LeBron's gonna be at both the home games. Yeah, Cleveland, let's go.
So what you telling? Well, hold on, wait. You telling me that the NBA is gonna have to talk LeBron into coming to all the Cavs games and give out
he ain't gonna get talked into it. He's just gonna show love. You gotta remember the Lakers got kicked out in round 1 here. He's gonna be home in Cleveland. He may as well go watch the finals.
Home in Cleveland. He lives in LA.
But over the off season, I don't know. But Cleveland, one of his places. All right, like what if he's just in Cleveland, bro? As soon as
he don't even go there no more,
bro. We don't know what LeBron do. All right, but like, bro, Cleveland, bro. Come on, he could show up to a finals game. Kyrie show up. KD show up. yeah, the boys gonna show up.
The Thunder versus the Cavs, bro. What are we in the 1970s, bro? What are we doing?
We in 2025, baby. Like this is
shit is awful.
Is this what y'all expecting to see coming out on today's episode?
I think the playoffs should be canceled. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
is this what y'all like? I thought we was gonna come out with the on the thumbnail. I got the Thunder Celtics. Like that's kind of what I thought. But like
the Thunder is probably arguably one of the most highly boosted NBA discourse teams ever, bro. Like, and they've exceeded expectations in the regular season. Don't get me wrong. SGA has exceeded expectations, bro, in this season alone. And everybody that been saying SGA was gonna be top notch and everything that he's gonna be came down to the portion of the season. If they don't win it this year, bro, like you're never gonna see a team like this ever again for a long, long time.
I disagree. They got way too many first round picks. They got way too many picks.
They have 2-3 more seasons of this.
And then they got like 20 more years worth of assets. They
chilling. And this shit is gonna implode, bro, after this year.
They chilling, bro. They chilling. The thing about it,
wait. Why would they implode? Why would it implode?
They're never gonna play like this again, bro.
No. Why would it implode?
It's gonna implode on the court and it's gonna implode on the court only.
Tell me why.
They're not gonna be able to duplicate this type of season again.
Regular season, yes, yeah, okay, cool. But why would they not be able to replicate?
They're never gonna be this good. All right, maybe implode was a bad word.
Why would they not be able to replicate the success of getting to the finals the next year?
Implode was a bad word.
Because J-Dub would have another year under his belt, which realistically we can all agree he'll be better. Chet would get another year under his belt, and he would get better. A lot of these players on this team are young players, so respectfully, they all should probably get better at a certain stage, at least a little bit. So if everyone is getting better at a certain much, if everyone is getting better at a little increments, that's gonna mean that they're a better team than the year that they have. Sorry, they're gonna be a better team next year, and with a West that isn't necessarily gonna get much better than the year previous, outside of like maybe Luka getting a actual big or something like that. What's stopping them? What's actually stopping them from going back to the finals the year afterwards?
I'm telling. Well, we both speak in predictions and talk about whether they're gonna be better or worse. But
no, because what you're saying is imploding, and it makes no sense. Because
implode was a bad word. Implode was a bad word.
All of these players, I walk that back. All of these players are literally young. They are babies. J-Dub is like 21, 22.
Right.
I was called Chet is like 21. Isaiah Hartenstein is like 26, 27. Shea is 26, 27. What's called Lou Dort is like 24, 25. Kaysen 22. Isaiah Joe like 23, 24. These are young players. So you thinking this is just one season and they're gonna go back to being the Nugget level? I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why people do shit like this, because they just be going over the board when one team has a bad like end to a season. Because by that logic, you would have thought, oh, the Warriors would have never gone back to the finals after they lost in 2015-16. And if you think so, I just disagree.
But they ran out and got Kevin Durant though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they run that shit back, it's very realistic that they get back to the finals.
And then the Thunder run out and go get KD, they literally can. But that's I don't think that's something that
it's so many things that it's so many things that could change in the course of an NBA off season, bro. Like,
let's talk about the series though.
Well, we can talk about the series, I guess. I mean, the series ain't gonna be. I don't think the series is much of a series at all. I got Thunder in 5.
Who would y'all have guard SGA? I'm thinking Mobley. I'm thinking you put Mobley on SGA.
Mobley on SGA.
You slow down the mid range, and
who is the Cavs POA?
It's almost Mobley.
That's why I said what I said. You know, bro. Like, who was the Cavs POA?
That's 1 second. I need to remind myself, but they have DeAndre Hunter that can play that.
Yeah, but he comes off the bench, and I do think
they can. But we all agree that they can also flip it around, have him starting or get more minutes.
Yeah,
Matt Strus can be put on Shea. I know he's not a great defender. You guys also forgotten that Isaac Okoro still exists on this team.
Yeah, but you don't want to play him too much in the finals unless he's knocking down his shots.
Okay, but like there's other players. I'm not just naming one player. I'm naming multiple, which means that he's gonna not have like 30 minutes. He's gonna be playing his 15. So you have what I said, Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade. You have Max Strus. Your cycle DeAndre Hunter. That's 4 defenders that I said you can throw on him. Like we do need to respect the defense, and then also you can have Evan Mobley. That's 5 different types of defenders that can be thrown at him.
You said Max Strus?
Even if you don't believe in Max Strus, cool. Throw Max Strus on J-Dub. Like there's 4 defenders that are thrown to you.
Yeah.
Like they have the POA to deal with them. So please don't sleep on the defense.
I mean, well, you were the one that was very, very high on the all-time year that SGA was having, bro. Like you was the one that told me about. I'm like, when you put the first thing I'm not thinking is Max Strus when you put on like Max Strus and Isaac Okoro to put on them, but I don't know. This series, it screams Thunder, bro. In 6.
Yes, 6. But you said something crazy like 5.
I said 5.
I said 5. I'm like, bro. We can come on. Let's respect the Cavs.
All right, bro. All right, yeah. I did jump off the top rope with 5. All right, bro. Like, cause I'm like, all right, let's get 6.
But if we're gonna be serious and say the Celtics, it's gonna be a 7-game series.
If the Celtics, oh yeah, that's a 6 or 7-game series, yeah. If it's the Celtics, yeah, for sure. Granted, if the Celtics get there in one piece,
yeah, that's the thing.
And they have to have Porzingis. I'm hoping that they don't, because
if they have Porzingis, I got the Celtics. If they have Porzingis, I got the Celtics so easily.
Yeah.
So easily.
Respectfully, bro. Respectfully, I don't know if Zeno agrees with this. I don't need no team out of the Atlantic Division making the finals, bro. Like, I really don't.
Yeah. But holy man, Larry, who you going with? Thunder versus Cavs?
I don't know. Larry, what are you doing?
He said he going to Cleveland. Oh man, he believes in the Believeland.
I got a question, bro. If the Cavs or the Thunder, if the Thunder win this finals, how does this look, bro? If you're Kevin Durant, Russ, and Harden,
it doesn't look anything bad. Why would it look bad on you?
No. It doesn't.
Bro, that 2012 team was.
It looks reminiscent.
That 2012 team was on a historic run, bro. Like the run that they had.
They played against the super team super team Miami. Like, why would you have any issues with them?
No. I'm just going back to their run, bro. Like, if they won that championship, that would arguably be the toughest march to a championship that we've ever seen in our lifetime. Because you got to think about what they did. They beat the Lakers. Mm-hmm. They beat the Lakers, who had Kobe. That team won 2 out of the previous 4 championships. They beat the Spurs, who ran to the finals 2 years after that, and they beat Dallas, who won a championship before, who had Dirk, and they beat the big 3 and Tim Duncan and Ginobili and whatchamacallit, and then they ran into LeBron, who had a big 3 of his own. Had they would have won that. That would arguably had they would have won that, bro. We would be putting KD in top. A lot of people would be crazy enough to put KD in top 5 conversations, and you know that to be true. That's why he laughed like that. He was like, "Wait a minute, hold on."
Yeah, niggas would have gone crazy.
Yes, everybody would have jumped. A lot of people would have jumped off the top rope and put KD in top 5 conversations just because of that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Thunder wins this, them being an all-time great team and having an all-time great season, SGA is probably going to be lifted to a tier crazy high after the season, just by basketball discourse alone, because they are the ones that promoted this. So many people in Discord and so many people in chats and so many people that was in basketball discourses have been promoting the SGA movement for years and years and years. For the last 3 years that I've been in discourse, bro, SGA has been the most talked about young player in these basketball discourses. And if he wins this and he caps this off with a finals MVP and an all-time great season and a regular season MVP, they're going to be putting him in conversations that are extremely egregious.
I'm thinking, bro. All right, so what I'm looking at is his co-stars right now. Jalen Williams last year in the playoffs, his first year, he averaged.
He's going to do this with a hobbled Chet?
Chet, his last game he played was March 31st. He had 5 points. Before that, he played again 4 points. He's been playing low 30s. He's been like, Chet has been all right. He's been all right, but he kind of hobbled, like we said. He's played 27 games so far this year. Like,
exactly.
Like
he gave you 182 games.
Thing about it though is
like, he's gonna get paid off that.
No matter what though, their defense is still the same though, Leaf, because Hartenstein been healthy, and the Knicks was a top defense with Hartenstein last year, even in the playoffs. They were. Hartenstein is
and now the Thunder is about to finish a regular season as one of the top 5 all-time great defenses, statistically.
And the only thing that benefits them is, check me out, Leaf. What if Chet is healthy? You know what I mean? Hartenstein off the bench, and that's a guy who we'd be cool with starting in this series, and he's coming off the bench.
Yeah, and that's gonna help that's definitely gonna help when you play the Celtics for sure. Because
I'm also thinking about them playing the Cavs though, because like Evan Mobley is going to give them problems. Evan Mobley is at the power forward position. He might force them to start Chet, and they uncomfortable with that. Or
I would like to talk about what does a championship look for either one of these teams.
Donovan Mitchell's career is over. Like he could do whatever he wants after this. He stays on Cleveland and could become Bradley Beal, or he stay on Cleveland and become the second greatest Cavalier or the best if he win like another one.
All right. Okay. Let's slow down. Let's slow down, bro. Listen, hey, I don't like LeBron, but I ain't that crazy. Come on.
What if they win? If Donovan Mitchell is to win 3 rings with the Cavs,
it's never happening. I'm gonna be real.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be
one ring puts him at number 2 though. Like
if he wins if he wins 2 at.
There is no
if by some miracle he wins 2, maybe
if he wins,
I might be crazy enough to put him over LeBron because I don't like LeBron at all. But I'm not that crazy.
2 rings and stays there for 10 more years, averaging 25 points. Yes,
10 more. All right, that's unseemly. That's unseemly. That is very unseemly.
He got to stay there for like another decade.
SGA got a better chance of doing that with the Thunder, bro. Come on, bro. Like
I agree. And that's why he'd be the greatest. I agree.
I can't lie to you, dog. LeBron was on that team for 11 years, averaging 27, 7 and 7.
Look. That's why. That's why I said.
Splits. And won a chip and won 3 MVPs. That was it. 2
MVPs and a Finals
MVP. When I'm wrong, I'll say, "Oh no, you got me." I put my hands up. No, you got it. Yeah, no, not MVPs. I ain't even think about all those. Yeah,
listen. I will put it to you this way, bro. I probably made the best case of what a ring looks like for this Thunder team than anybody, bro. Basketball discourse is going to be at an all-time high, bro. They are going to be jumping off the top rope just because all summer long about how they were right about SGA and they were right about the Thunder, and they've been right about them for 3 years. And I'm going to vomit, and I'm going to get sick to my stomach. Yeah, and I'm going to vomit, and I'm going to get sick to my stomach. Zeno knows this to be true because he's been in basketball discourse for the last 3 years, and he's heard all of this SGA shit, and unfortunately he had to bend the knee to this because the Philadelphia 76ers, bro, had basically plummeted, bro. Like everybody knew that they would, and now that SGA is at the forefront of the NBA, with an all-time historic team, and on its way to the conference finals because the Minnesota Timberwolves had to be the dum-dums in the playoffs, bro, to eliminate to mess up another good conference finals just like they did last year. This is what's gonna happen.
Well, I wish Embiid had this type of help around him, but niggas asking Embiid to be the best scorer, best playmaker, best defender, best rebounder every time he steps on the court, and then his knee is falling off the burn. But okay.
I mean, I would venture to say, if he played like a Joker for the last couple of years and played stationary assist basketball, he probably would be.
But that's not Embiid. You're telling Embiid to not be Embiid. That's literally what you're saying.
I don't know who Embiid is, bro. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you probably know better than I do. So.
Oh man, so look, dude, I really could. Dude, this series is hard.
Does anybody got the Cavs winning this series?
Larry's wearing it, and that's why I'm. Look, the fact that my pick matters is why I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Can the Cavs at least win the rebound battle in this series?
Yes, they got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They do win that. They win. All right, let's talk about it. They win the rebound battle. Who wins points in the paint?
They got dogged by the Knicks, bro.
Who wins points in the paint?
You said who is what?
Who gets the most points in the paint?
SGA.
No, team wise. You think SGA is gonna have an easy time scoring in the paint against Jared Allen and Evan Mobley? Because
I don't think he's gonna be at center. I don't think he's gonna have an easy time. I just think that he's probably gonna be put more pressure on the paint, and he's probably gonna put more pressure at the free throw line than anybody in the series. Like, this is going to be the best player in the series, and it's going to be because of his ability to put more pressure at the free throw line and 15 feet in and his mid range. Once he gets to that, when he's able to get 2 feet in the paint, they're going to foul him. So, I mean, points in the paint as a team, it could be the Cavs, but I don't think it's going to be by a lot. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't think it's really going to help much if the Cavs don't dominate, bro. If the Cavs front court don't dominate from start to finish, they don't have a chance in this series. They don't. I don't think it really matters what Darius Garland does. I don't think it really matters what Spider does. I think they're going to do their thing, but SGA, bro, like, they're going to have him to deal with for like a whole series, bro. Like, it's what it is.
All right, yeah. So, like, Finals MVP prop.
I can't lie to you. Wait, can I just say one thing? The fact that you even think about putting Dort, Caruso, Hunter, Allen, and Hartenstein in this conversation is disrespectful. Get rid of this.
No.
It's highly disrespectful.
No, they're not in the convo. Look at the odds.
They shouldn't even be on. It shouldn't even be on this bottom.
Look at the odds, man. Look, I agree with you.
Damn niggas shouldn't even be on the odds, bro. It should be SJ, Mitchell, Mobley, Garland, Williams, and Shat. That's it.
No, I don't care about that. But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Because Mobley, to me, would have that crazy time guarding SGA. I think those are the type of players he excels at guarding in the mid range. Those wings. SGA, like we said earlier, yeah, he is listed at point guard, but he plays like a wing. Like, he scores like a wing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, baseline jumpers, gets to the rim, and while he's doing his baseline jumper thing, he's going to be doing it against Evan Mobley. And if he even does well against Evan Mobley, he's going to have a tough shot against him. Or what he wants to do is go to the rim and meet Jared Allen. Like, if he's shooting threes above Garland and Mitchell, I'm cool with that. You know, like, if he's making those, like, Finals MVP, you know, and he most likely to win it. But
if SGA is able to get into the in between areas that he's known to get in all regular season and get there consistently on this team, then that's when the Cavaliers have a problem. Because once he gets there, you're already at a disadvantage. He's either going to shoot that mid range, or you're going to foul him, or he's going to make a play out of it.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Thunder, dude. I'm gonna go with the Thunder. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Thunder, but, like, dude, I could just, yeah. Man, how
you know what
who guards J-Dub?
J-Dub,
yes,
probably. I hope. I don't know, bro. I would venture to say
Hunter and
Strus. Probably
Hunter and Strus.
No, Hunter. But I mean, the thing is, Garland and whatchamacallit got to be on the court at the same time.
Yeah, they should be guarding Strus and whoever else.
Yeah. Garland and Spider got to be on the court at the same time, and I think the lineup that they're gonna run when they get down the stretch, bro, is gonna be probably Evan Mobley at the 5, and they're probably gonna run like two wings at the 4 and the 3, just to throw players on J-Dub and on whatchamacallit, bro. Like I like this series just reads thunder, bro. Like you can snap, bro. The Greenstone is the Tom
Honestly,
Stone.
I got the Cavaliers.
I
That's our problem. I ain't want to
the
end every
Greenstone.
in a tie.
The Greenstone is the Tom Stone. All I'm gonna say is this: you could flash this shit 400 million times. I think the Cavaliers maybe win twice.
Nah, bro. I think.
I don't know. In terms of matchups, I don't know how they win this.
Ooh, does J-Dub average 20 this series?
Probably.
You think there's a world he averages 25?
He probably could get a 25-point game or something, but like 20 is realistic for him.
Who's more valuable to score 25 points 3 times this series? Garland or Jalen Williams?
Jalen Williams.
You think Jalen Williams has a better chance?
Bro, they got way too many perimeter defenders for Garland. He's gonna have a harder job trying to get hit.
I take Williams. You all right?
Yeah. Oh man, it's like
come on, bro. Listen. I've said a lot of egregious shit, but I ain't crazy. J-Dub, bro, is gonna have way more advantages than Darius Garland in this series. Darius Garland is probably gonna be the odd man out in this series because defensively, bro, he's gonna get switched out on, and he's gonna get tried.
If Shea is being guarded by Mobley, he's gonna try and force the switch.
If they switch Hunt Garland,
every time it's gonna be
that shit is a steak and crab dinner.
As Shaq used to say, barbecue chicken.
Yeah. All right,
that shit is Ruby Tuesday steak.
Yeah. Ooh, Ruby Tuesday. I gotta go there soon.
Oh man. I think they closed the last one in New York, bro. They got one in Long Island. They got one in Long Island.
Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, they don't got them no more. That's what it is.
Yeah, I ain't
been there in so long. I used to go to Ruby Tuesday all the time. What? No, that's crazy.
They got Taco John. Taco John's is cool. They got steak tacos and chicken and shrimp tacos, bro. They got all that shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna be for the Cavs. It's gonna be food. That's one of the reasons why I don't really see them. I only agreed with Zeno, bro, because I don't want nobody from the Atlantic Division making the finals, bro. So I mean, that's why I had the Cavs in the first place. I don't need this. I don't need the Celtics ruining anything, bro. Like that's the franchise that like. Come on, bro. It's that damn leprechaun, man.
I feel you.
Fucking leprechaun in the middle of the court, bro. Like get that shit away from me.
All right, so we finna end this off with a couple of shorts, y'all, and we out of here. We're gonna name the top 5 contenders in the NBA. So like the teams y'all think got the 5 best chance of winning the finals this year. Larry, you know who your teams are? Cause
top 5 shit.
Yeah, top 5 teams that win the championship this year.
Oh, yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah. No, I gotta take me a second too, man. Because it's like I almost want to put the Celtics 1, but we didn't have them make the finals.
I got my top 5. I guess. I mean, it's gonna seem, I guess it's gonna seem a type of way, but I got it. I guess I could say it right now. Can I say it?
Yeah. Can you name me your top 5 contenders in the NBA?
Top 5 contenders at number 1, I got the Thunder. Number 2, I got the Celtics. Number 3, I got the Cavs. Number 4, I got the Nuggets. And number 5, I have Minnesota.
No, you're not wrong about the Nuggets, right? That's so sad that Minnesota's going to take them out. That is so sad, bro.
Because we're going to miss out on another legendary conference finals. Everybody, you lying if you didn't want to see Luka versus Joker last year. And you're gonna be lying again if you don't want to see Joker versus what is probably gonna be the MVP of this league,
bro. I want to see the MVP race, bro. Anthony Edwards, chill out.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question, bro? Is it possible to go 30, 10, and 10 and not win MVP, bro? Like, and no have nobody to do anything higher than you on the stat sheet and not win MVP? Because that's what Joker's about to do.
Yeah, that's tough. We'll see. We'll see. Next week we're gonna do a award show. So on Up the Score show, we'll see who's the MVP. You feel me? We'll see who the MVP is. Leave.
Because I believe if I'm right about this, the only time somebody has gone 30, 10, and 10 and not win MVP more than once was probably Oscar 3 times. And he only has one MVP to his name. It's sickening. Well, I can't say it's sickening because like back then you had a dudes averaging 48 and 18.
Yeah.
You had Wilt averaging like 50 and 20.
Yeah, Bill Russell
averaging like 14 and 25.
Yeah, on the first seed.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Larry, you can ask me. I got my teams.
Who's your top 5 teams in the NBA? Wait, what's the question again?
Top 5 contenders in the NBA.
Okay. Who are your top 5 contenders in the NBA?
At number 5, I got the Golden State Warriors. At number 4, I got the Denver Nuggets. At number 3, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 2, I got the OKC Thunder. And number 1, I got the Boston Celtics. Yeah. Yeah, Golden State Warriors. Who you got, Larry? Oh, wait, who are your top 5 contenders in the NBA?
I got Clippers at 5, Minnesota Timberwolves at 4, Thunder at 3, Celtics at 2, and Cleveland Cavaliers at 1.
I like that Clippers pick. I like it. Sneaky. I like it.
So you got the Nuggets out?
They got Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. They do.
they got hey, as soon as the Clippers got Russell Westbrook off their team, they top 5 in contenders now all of a sudden.
They do got Russ, bro.
Hey Zeno, you heard stuff?
Huh?
You can name me your top 5 contenders in the NBA?
Okay, let me see. One sec. My top 5 contenders would be the Thunder, Cavs, Celtics. Those are 3. Lakers will probably be there by next year, and then I don't know. It'd probably be the Nuggets.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any like players that are hot right now for some reason that we could do a would you rather on? We ain't done a would you rather in so long.
Josh Giddey's really hot.
Josh Giddey.
Pause, by the way.
No, wait, big pause because 17 reasons why.
Yeah. We can't see it. A bunch of reasons why. Yeah.
There are 17 of them.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy for that.
Yeah, bro, you wild for that.
Him, Quentin Grimes been going crazy for my team.
I've been saying Quentin Grimes.
Are we about to talk about Josh Giddey futuristically? Because him as a point guard going forward on his team, bro, I think is a big mistake. Because teams are going to start scouting and they're going to start figuring him out. One of the reasons why he's been going off is because nobody's playing defense in the month of March. They're watching college basketball. So, I mean, anybody that's saying Josh Giddey, that the Thunder messed up in his trade, y'all can kill that noise because they're on their way to winning a championship in the first year with Alex Caruso. So,
all right, so we're gonna do like a quick would you rather and we out of here. All right, Zeno, I got a would you rather for you. This is the Josh Giddey edition. I'm gonna name you a couple players. You tell me would you rather them or Josh Giddey, Alex Caruso,
Josh Giddey,
Amen Thompson,
Amen,
Draymond Green,
Dre,
Zach LaVine,
Zach,
Derek White, Dyson Daniels,
Josh Giddey,
Tyler Hero, Scotty Barnes. All right. Any other players we should do real quick? Any other players that's hot right now? Josh Giddey.
I say.
Who was it? Who else is hot? Josh Giddey and
Kobe White. Kobe White. The Bulls.
Kobe White is
Kobe White is hot because of Josh Giddey.
Whoa. What is wrong with you? Also, Quentin Grimes too as well.
What about? Oh, I got
one. Quentin Grimes. That was February, bro. Come on, that month is over.
I got one for Larry. I wish I would have did it vice versa, but it's cool.
Oh, Ricochet is another one you could have gone for, but my bad.
Ricochet, I'll do that one for you next, and then I'm gonna do Larry, you, Leaf. If you could think of a player, I'm gonna do you too, and we out.
I'm thinking of a player. Yo, I'm gonna be greasy, bro. How about Alex Sarr, bro?
bet. 2 rookies, bet, and then we out of here. Bet.
Yeah.
So, Larry, I got a would you rather for you. This is the Cade Cunningham edition. I'm gonna name you a couple players. You tell me would you rather them or Cade Cunningham. Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland.
Cade.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Cade.
Damian Lillard.
Cade.
Trae Young.
Cade.
Shai Gilgeous.
Shai.
Jalen Williams.
Cade.
Stephen Curry.
Curry.
John Morant.
Kevin
Durant. Devin Booker. Cade over Booker?
Yep.
Cade over Booker. Okay. Let's go. Okay. But that's not. It's almost crazy.
Wait. So he chooses Ja over Cade, but not D-Book?
It's like Cade is tough, yo. Cade is tough.
You got Cade over D-Book already?
Cade is tough.
Cade is a top 15 player?
Almost.
That's right now?
I can't lie to you, bro.
That's how you acting.
I can't lie to you, bro.
Yo, listen. I got Cade top 20, bro, but yo, come on.
I can't lie to you, dog.
Come on. This is ridiculous.
Shout out D-Book.
Shout out D-Book.
Bro, I couldn't think of another player to do, bro, but in mind, bro, Alex Sarr came to mind. I don't know if I want to do Alex Sarr. I'm trying to think of somebody else now. Who else been going crazy? Zeno did say Quentin. Zeno did say Quentin Grimes.
Just go Ricochet.
What about Cooper Flag for Larry?
Ricochet? No, I'm not. I'm not going with Cooper.
No. I'm gonna do Ricochet for you, Zeno.
I mean, I already did one, no?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do Ricochet for you real quick.
All right, sure.
Do Ricochet for him. Yeah.
Zeno, I got a would you rather for you. This is the Zachary Ricochet edition. I'm gonna name you a couple players. You tell me would you rather them or Zachary Ricochet. Amen Thompson.
Amen.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Ricochet.
Ryan Dunn.
Ricochet.
Alex Sarr.
Ricochet.
Reed Shepard.
Ricochet.
Stephon Castle.
Ricochet.
Khalil Ware.
Where?
Victor Wembanyama.
Vic.
Paolo Banchero.
Paolo.
Anthony Edwards.
And
yeah. Now you see what I was doing. Just the past couple pick ones. Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah. All right, bro. Be safe, man.
Wait. We putting Ricochet over Castle?
I think right now that Ricochet could fit along a lot more teams better than Stephon Castle can right now. because he's an okay defender, but his off-ball game is so refined at this point that the cutting, he's just an elite cutter at this point. The off-ball shooting ever since January, or I think ever since like I want to say like Christmas, he's shooting 40% on 3 on like 4-5 attempts. He's a legit spacer right now, while also providing a lot of cutting, great in transition as well. He's just a off-ball demon right now.
Leaf, this is what I told y'all.
He can go ahead.
Remind me what Castle was doing again?
No, Castle is good and all. Like he's good. I just value the off-ball cutting and off-ball shooting everything because that fits with the team better than Castle. Because Castle is more of like a mid-range shooter, good passer, a good connected passer as well, and he's a good defender. But like he can't space the floor. So like playoff wise, Risacher is a lot more palatable in the playoffs compared to Castle, because Castle's just not going to be able to impact impact the team as well as Zachary Risacher is, just strictly because he can't shoot.
Is it possible? Is it possible that Castle needs to have the ball in his hand? Needs to be like a lead guard at some point.
Well, with his shot diet right now and the way he plays now, yes. But then, why would you take the ball out of De'Aaron Fox's hands? Why would you take the ball out of Chris Paul's hands? Why would you take the ball out of what's called Vic's hands or Devin Vassell? There are so many other players on the team right now that deserve the ball in their hands. What's called a little bit more than he does right now, unless you're trying to develop him. But if you're in the offs, you're not developing someone. You're trying to win.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, but I think Stephon Castle will probably be better for like pick and roll situations with Vic as the ball handler. Then
why wouldn't you want
to just saying going forward? I mean, I know they got the Aaron Fox. That might have been a mistake.
I will always say it, and I'll say it again. When
that might have been a mistake.
When they had a chance to get Trae Young, they should have gone for it.
Trae Young, I think would have been fine, but like going after
No. I remember this vividly. Last year when I said that you sir was the one that was acting crazy. Yes. He said, no, why would they want to get rid of, was it you? I might have been thinking.
No. It couldn't have been me because I was co-signing the Trae Young thing, bro. Like Zeno, we ain't talking a while, bro. I know, but like,
my bad.
You got me confused, bro. It couldn't have been this. It couldn't have been this emblem. No, this is a very classic and a very potent emblem. So like it, nobody would. No, it really is, bro. This is a painting, bro. Like so I had somebody did this for me. This is actually me with snapping the world away, but for real though. I mean, everything that I'm seeing about that you're saying about Castle, it just basically screams that he needs the ball in his hand, and him and Wemby probably need to be the number 1 and number 2 some point going forward. Like, I mean, because Castle getting downhill and getting to the basket, he's pretty damn good.
Same with Risacher. That's the thing. Risacher can get downhill. The issue is Risacher doesn't have the ball handling yet to be able to.
That's it. That's what it is. I think Castle
advantages.
I think Castle can like he has some one-on-one ability already. Like I think he has like a good enough one-on-one ability for a rookie. I just don't think it's gonna be I just don't think it's gonna be shown at a high rate because. Now you got De'Aaron Fox, which I thought it was a mistake. Chris Paul, I thought was mostly for facilitating. I agree with you on the Trae Young thing because I thought that was mostly a facilitating thing too. But at some point, Stephon Castle needs the ball in his hand, like as the primary. So yeah.
Stephon Castle, y'all are repeating everything. All right, Leaf. I don't really do this a lot, but yesterday I went back and listened to our draft episode. Y'all are repeating everything I was saying. Zachary Risacher, I kept saying Paul George. Okay, Paul George doesn't run pick and roll, but off the ball he helps the pick and roll because he's off the ball shooting 40% from 3, and on the other side he's a versatile defender. And off the ball, like he said, Risacher is cutting off the ball amazingly. And the thing about Risacher, he's a 40% 3-point shooter. and he's a better defender. He's a better defender than he is a shooter. And
I would agree with that, man. Shout out to Dyson Daniels, by the way, man, for like the combo that they have together, bro, defensively. That is pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Dyson Daniels has had an all-time defensive year.
Jalen Johnson, those wings next to Trae Young, I'm telling you, they are a big man away.
Him. Oh my god, bro!
Look, it's because he ain't been healthy, but like he don't be that hurt. He just get freak accidents. Hopefully he's healthy next year. The Hawks, what do they do at center, bro? They get Miles Turner. They lit. Like I said that this could be the Pacers' last run. What if it's because
you want to come out of pocket for Miles Turner if you the Hawks?
Salary cap. The thing is though, they have the cap space.
They do.
So like who else they paying? Dyson Daniels cheap. Reese Shea a rookie contract. Jalen Johnson, he got his deal like 2 years ago. Bro, Miles Turner.
I think that the Hawks the Hawks window, if they're gonna keep Trae Young, where they're gonna rise, they need another ball handler. Jalen Johnson is the secondary ball.
I'm gonna have to go because, bro, this is
we're just gonna end it off here. Yeah, we're gonna
end it off. Yeah, my bad, because I talk way too much. My bad. I ain't see nobody. I ain't see y'all in a while. That's why I'm like, all right, but we had a lot to talk about this season. So
no, it's like 3:30 a.m. for Zeno. He over there.
Oh, right. My bad. Yeah. You gotta get going.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody.
I'm gonna get going my damn self. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. We got Minnesota. We gonna get our ass beat, but there's some players that you should look for. Drew Timme from the G League. He's probably gonna get some minutes. Because we probably gonna be sitting Claxton. Cam Johnson. We probably gonna be sitting him. I like
the season game.
Yeah. I like Keon Johnson. For those of y'all that have been watching Keon Johnson, I like him. Keon Johnson been good.
So anybody tuning in to episode 204, for any chance, if you're tuning into this within the next 12 hours, we will be going live again for the NFL in the morning. Leaf, if you could make it. We did end up rescheduling, and I would have had to go too quick. I had work. You're like, nah. It would have not set up the right way. But tomorrow morning, we'll be going live for the NFL, ranking the top 50 players in the NFL. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to What If the NBA Playoffs started today. Everybody, have a nice day, and God bless.